We are back.
We are back. This is the Pwr Pod. I'm Carson.
And I'm Alan.
And I'm Sylvia.
Hi.
Brought to you by Powerhouse Media.
Yes.
Follow us on Instagram at the PWR House Media. Right?
Yeah.
Woo, woo. We're here today.
You know what I saw this weekend?
What?
I saw this interview with this, just some marketing guy that he's from fucking England. I don't know like exactly like what he did, but it was like an English interview, English channel. And they were talking about the importance of making people feel cool in marketing. Mm-hmm. And that's basically your biggest value proposition that you can have. But then there's this like subconscious fear, well, we don't want to admit it, you know? Specifically, we're talking about Teslas and how Teslas are for people that wanted to feel like they were too good for gas, you know, but then like nobody wanted to admit that.
Yeah.
And additionally, they branded their plastic seats as vegan leather. And I guess that's kind of what started the vegan leather movement.
Oh. Because they're too good for leather?
Yeah, well, they're too good to harm the environment.
That's fair.
Okay,
but
they're
then
just creating plastic.
Right.
So that's harming the environment.
Right, but then it's like, oh, but like only the finest materials in my car.
Right.
You know, so like leather is one of the finest things you could do, but it's like too good to cause any harm. So
Gotcha.
I chose the vegan option.
So you're too good for like shitty earrings. You just need to wear the finest metals in your ears.
Right.
Finely resourced metals.
Yes. Yeah. Have you tried hypoallergenic metals?
Yeah, that's what I have.
Oh, and do those work?
Yeah, those work.
Okay.
But they're like silver.
Oh, fabulous.
Yeah.
Fabulous.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what I saw this weekend.
That's pretty cool.
What do you think about that? Marketer.
I don't know, man. Trying to get in the groove, man. I don't know. I don't think I'm too good for anything.
No, but
like, I don't
the
think,
idea of like using, I guess, a tactic or a marketing play on making people feel part of something as the value add. You know? Mm-hmm. Like Nike makes people feel like they're fucking athletes.
They do. I mean, if I buy 2 pair of Nike shoes, I'm like, oh, I could run 10 miles, and I cannot.
Just
I'm
FYI.
convinced for that.
Just FYI.
But then that's the idea, right?
It is.
Yeah.
Yeah. And they have like the Nike Run Club, and they have everything that goes along with it. By buying a pair of Nikes, you can hook your shoes up to this app, and it can track your running.
That's wild.
I know.
What are your thoughts on that?
I think it's pretty cool. I think that, so it's actually separate. So you have to buy like the little add-in, and there's a little slot for it if you lift up. So if you buy a pair of Nike shoes, underneath the insert, there's like a little spot, and you can insert like this chip that you connect to your phone. And so like you don't feel it when you're running or whatever, and it's like an additional like $150. It's outrageous.
Holy shit.
On top of the Nike shoes, you know. And then if you can hook it up to your app, and then you track.
You have to pay for the app?
No, the app is free.
You just have to pay for the fucking tracker.
You have to pay for the tracker. I don't know. But then, I mean, they came out with like Fitbits and
An Apple Watch.
And Apple Watches and all of that kind of stuff. So, yeah. I mean, I feel like their sales probably went down a ton on those trackers.
Yeah, they make you feel like an athlete, but you're not.
I'm not an athlete.
What are your thoughts on that? Technology and fitness.
I mean, it's cool, I guess, to most people who aren't really like too familiar with working out, and like that's something that gets them excited to work out. It's like, oh yeah, like I have a cool little Fitbit, or like I have like stuff like that, or like the Apple Watch. It's like, look what it's doing, like look how much it's saying that I'm working out, you know. So it's like something fun in that sense.
So when I was visiting my mom in New Hampshire, I brought my Apple Watch, and like it was time to go, and I was packing up and everything. I couldn't find it anywhere. It was missing. I was like, oh my God, Ari grabbed it and he hid it somewhere. He ended up hiding it in like a cabinet. Didn't find it for weeks. Like I had to go home, so I was without my Apple Watch. And Alan and Gabby were like, hey, you want to come work out? I'm like, I don't have my Apple Watch. Doesn't even count. So no.
What do I have to show for it?
Exactly. I'm like, no, pictures. Took a picture of myself working out. We're like, still not the same. Because the Apple Watch didn't track it.
Didn't satisfy
no,
the need.
didn't even happen if I worked out. Wasn't even registered.
It's wild. But it's definitely exciting to like get those streaks.
No, for sure.
You know, it's basically very motivating. That's one thing that I appreciate about Apple a lot.
I will say, yeah. They're like, oh, there's like 3 separate rings that you're supposed to hit per day. And yeah, the next morning you're like, oh, you did so great yesterday. Let's try and do better.
No, and it's not like an unhealthy obsession, you know, like you are like bettering yourself.
Right.
In theory, because then it can become a super unhealthy obsession.
I think my obsession with Apple is a little unhealthy.
Oh, yeah. Is that a whole?
Yes.
Yeah, for sure.
Like, it's totally fine. Want a pair of AirPods?
No, but I mean the obsession of just the number and not the obsession of the activity, you know? Because have you ever met somebody that cheated on their Apple Watch, like tracking?
Yes.
Like the.
Say yeah.
What?
Well,
You
for example,
can do
so I had
that?
a friend that, you know, what tells you, oh, it's time to stand.
Yeah, that's
Like she would just raise her arm.
Oh, I didn't know that. Oh my gosh. When I used to have a Fitbit, I would like put it on my dog's collar. Because you'd have like weekly challenges with people. I'm like, I'm going to win, man.
That's wild, dude.
And I did, man. I won. And I think back to the days where like I actually did move like 30,000 steps. And now I'm like, lucky if I get to like 1,000. No, I'm just kidding, but kind of.
Okay, some days are better than others.
They are, man. Some days I don't even wear my Apple Watch. I'm like, no, I don't want you to judge me. You're telling me to stand up.
I don't need to know today.
Exactly.
Well, so that's where I'm at with it.
Yeah.
That's why
Is that why you haven't worn it?
I only wear it when I work out. Well,
But now you have your fitness ring on.
yeah.
Which is what? What's it called again?
It's the Aura Ring.
The Aura ring.
This is pretty Inspector Gadget. It's pretty cool.
So like monitors your heart rate and you're ready.
Yeah, it does the same thing that the Apple Watch does, but you just don't have a screen in front of you or like additional screen.
That's kind of nice. Does it get annoying working out with a ring?
I took it off to work out
How did you find that Aura ring?
when I was working for the military.
Really?
After, not on active duty, but like when I was a civilian working for the military.
Okay.
I was talking to a strength coach about it, and it was interesting because it was only for like selected people, you know. But then I don't know exactly like what he didn't tell me why, but basically it was like you should use this ring because it'll help you. Because I was doing so many different types of
Okay.
like activity.
I just didn't know if you saw like an ad or anything and it like led you to it.
Like Instagram.
No.
Yeah, that's what I meant.
No.
Like that's how I find out much.
No,
But
so
no, okay.
yeah,
And you like it?
I
Not
do and I
anymore?
don't. Yeah,
Yeah.
like I like it. So I think it's. So I've tried the Apple Watch. I tried the Whoop. Have you guys heard of the Whoop?
Whoop whoop. No, I have not.
No? So it's something similar to the Aura Ring, but it's just a sensor, and I actually have that one too. So that's what the Apple Watch does, but it's more geared towards recovery. While I think the Apple Watch is more towards like telling you what you're actively doing and get you like connected. These are more for recovery, like how well did you sleep? Like, yeah, maybe you did perform at a super high level and you did close all your rings, but then what does that mean for your recovery? Like,
Right.
what does that entail in terms of, can you do that forever? Or,
Right.
you know? So I think the one thing with the Whoop that I didn't really like is that it'll say, oh, you didn't recover good last night. But then if I felt good, I was like, kind of, it would be sometimes contradicting because even though like I would feel rested, but then because it would say like, oh, you only recovered at 8%. I'm like, well, like, but if I feel good, like,
Right.
should I not feel good?
Right. Yeah. So are you not accurate at all?
Yeah.
Why do you have 2 rings on?
Because one is my wedding ring, and the other one is the sensor.
Oh.
And is the only finger that it fits, dude.
Oh.
And it looks badass.
It does. No, I was just
Cool.
curious. I know I like it.
I thought it looked badass, so I was like, well, there's something that says that I can do both.
There's nothing that says you can't
So-
do both. It's like an engagement ring and a wedding ring. You know?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well, that's what I wanted.
And it's silver and gold, you bougie bitch.
So when we were picking out our rings,
Yeah.
I told Gabby, I was like, I just want
Like a simple.
I just want something loud, like.
Oh, dude, I love
He said, I want the bling.
Yes.
I didn't want the blingers
not
though,
blingy, but-
like something that was like. But
Oh,
I was like,
yeah.
I just want like something thick.
Yeah.
Like I want a thick gold.
Some
one.
people look at it like, oh, he's
Yeah.
definitely married.
Yeah.
Love
Yeah.
that for you.
So that's why we're both.
Okay. No, I like it. I think it's cool.
Yeah, I think it looks cool.
Yeah. Oh. No.
What?
Thought it was the doorbell.
I thought that was a scrunchie on your arm.
Doesn't it look like a scrunchie? It's actually a scrunchie watch band.
Does it work for your hair?
It might. It probably would. I don't know.
Kind of cool.
I like it though.
Yeah.
It's like 3 different colors of it. Little Ari.
Yeah.
Ari is my background.
Nice.
Yeah. Pretty cool.
So I had an interesting weekend in Alabama.
Oh yeah.
I partied pretty hard,
Alabama.
and haven't done that in a while.
Rainbow Alabama. Man, Alabama. Damn.
What's wrong with Alabama?
Nothing, it's just hot. But it's like Georgia.
Okay, so
I've been to Alabama.
did you live in Alabama?
No. I lived in Georgia.
Is that it? What's that?
I'll be right back.
So we have to keep the conversation going.
You got it.
You have to keep the conversation going.
I got to keep the conversation going. Okay.
No, not you, but I was telling you.
Yeah, about Alabama.
Yeah.
Yeah. What about Alabama?
Well, basically, what so I went pretty ham. I'm not a drinker anymore, but I ended up drinking quite a bit one night. Stayed up till 4, partying, and then I ended up. The next day, I thought I was good, dude, like hangover wise, but then we were gonna get some food, and then we're in the car, and I thought I was all of a sudden I rolled in the window and
That's when it
I
hits.
put half my body outside. I was like, "Oh, it's in my mouth!" And
No way.
yeah,
I mean, that's when I hits you the most. Yeah, especially like I don't drink that much, but like when I do, it's just like, whoa, I did not expect it. Especially staying out that late too. You're not like
Yeah,
you don't
and-
usually do
and
that
that's
often.
that's why like we're joking. Is like we're probably just fucking dehydrated. It's probably what did it, because yeah, it's fucking hot. You sweat so much. Have you been to what's the furthest east that you've explored?
I haven't really gone east.
You just mostly like explore the west. So
Yeah.
for a long time I was like that.
Yeah.
Like the most furthest, so maybe from California, the most further east I went was New Mexico. That's where I lived, But even when I was in New Mexico, like I never went east. I was just, Arizona, California. That's it. Yeah.
That's literally what I have, and I was like, all right,
Yeah.
chill. Okay,
Yeah.
but I mean, yeah, it is a whole other like.
It's
world
so
out
different.
there, for
It's
sure.
so different.
Yeah.
And like, but it's all the same. It's just
It's like
the
environmentally different.
Yeah, the environment is just so different. But
Yeah.
it's
Because like I feel like the reason why I wouldn't go out, well, not that I wouldn't, but I don't think about like living in places like that, just because I mean I couldn't live in humidity. Like that's so crazy. Like it just monsoon season's enough.
But this came in the mail.
Oh, that's cute.
I know. I'm like, oh my god. So partnering, not partnering, but we're gonna put that away.
okay.
Man,
That's cute.
isn't it so cute?
That's cute.
I'm like so cute.
It has his name on it. That's so
I know. I'm
amazing.
like, he's gonna freak out when he sees
I
it.
love that. That's so
He
cute.
loves Coco Melon.
Aw.
It's cute.
Yeah, it's like designs by Joe on Etsy. All right. On Etsy, yeah.
Designs by Joe.
Designs by Joe, and she creates these little sippy cups for children. You could put their name on it. Like, just very cute. So
That is cute.
yeah. So I'm gonna.
I like it because it's like
It's
go
sturdy.
run with it, dude.
Yeah,
Like it's not gonna.
It's like a hard plastic. It's
Yeah,
nice.
like it's not gonna spill.
I know. So yeah, so I'm gonna post her on our page and in exchange for the cup. Yes. It's so cute. I'm obsessed
really
with
is
it.
so
I can't
cute.
stop looking at it.
I like Percy's.
Yeah. Coco Melon. Don't let me forget that.
All right.
I won't. I mean,
Ari's room.
we don't have any use for this in this house, so I promise.
Okay, Ari's still. Okay, we're back.
What?
It'd be easy to find since you know his name's in the back.
Yeah. I know.
Yeah.
Whose is it? And also, like, so he was gonna start daycare as well. So I thought maybe,
Smart.
but no longer going to daycare. So
Yeah. Did you guys see this trend on TikTok for Doja Cat in August 1st?
no.
No?
What is it?
It was that if you use the sound that she put out, you were going to wake up with like $3,000.
Oh my god, I see those all the time.
Okay.
Did you do it?
No, I didn't do it. But I didn't know. I think you mentioned Doja Cat?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I like Doja Cat.
That's why I was like, maybe you know about it.
Yeah. I would always just like scroll past that because I mean those things are just so
Yeah.
like, yeah, of course
So-
this sound is gonna grant me $3,000
Of
this
course.
month. Yeah,
Do you
because
remember-
Doja Cat said so.
Exactly.
Like, and maybe if she was like, yeah, I'll give you guys
yeah,
money.
exactly. Is she the one
but,
giving
like,
it?
if-
Like,
but I'm not just, come on.
yeah. Like, can I get the money that TikTok's paying you for this sound? Like,
No, that's what it is. I'm like, come on. I'll
Some
say what I
big
can
so
do to get a
smart,
viral
dude.
sound.
dude,
That is so smart.
I know.
That is very smart. I love those plays.
Yeah,
And like, they got your ass.
they
really
did. And it's like those. Remember when we were kids, and it was like, forward this to 10 people, or you're gonna die
That's what it reminds
tomorrow.
me. It's chainmail.
Oh,
It's
shit,
chainmail.
It's chain
dude.
mail.
That's crazy.
Just modern day chainmail.
Yep.
Holy shit. I do remember
Yeah.
if you don't send this,
You don't send this to 10 people, or if you don't send this back to me, I know that you don't care about me. I'm like, oh my god, now I have to forward it back to you.
No, literally, yeah.
Yeah.
If I don't get one back. Yeah.
I'll respect your decision.
you know what's
Like, all
you know
the
what's
time.
one of the things that I remember was when people will make like posts on their Facebooks, like telling Facebook what to do. You know, they're like, by law you're required to like read this and like I am not allowing you to use any of my information
Yeah.
and share it. And it's like, dude, like I don't give a fuck about that.
They don't give a fuck about that. They don't give a fuck if you post that, and then they'll probably still do it. You could probably sign a waiver, and they'll still.
Well, yeah, because you like when you sign in. That's what I think is crazy. Is like when you sign in, you agree to all the terms and conditions.
Right.
Like that is your signature.
Right.
And I don't know. It's like you once you're in, you can't like.
Exactly.
You're not gonna tell them like.
The
"Hey."
military, man, when you sign up, it's like
Well, yeah, and
you're
I think,
in,
well, I
and
think that's probably what. It's probably like why I'm so. It's one of the things that I learned, I got from the military that I don't really think about. But if I fucking sign a contract, dude, like I never get mad,
right.
even though it's, or not. I don't. It's not that I don't get mad, but I don't get really frustrated because like I did sign the contract.
Right, exactly. Like if I didn't read that bitch all the way through, then it's
Like
my
I didn't
own-
read it. Like
It's my own fault. So yeah.
learn that from the military.
Yeah.
Like,
Yep. Yep. And you like talk shit about the military, and I'm like, listen, I signed that fucking dotted line. Yeah. Man.
yeah.
You know, they got my ass in the beginning. I was gonna sign up for 4 years, right? And then they were like, oh, here's like a $1,600 signing bonus. And of course, I'm like a 19-year-old, and I'm like, oh my god, that's so much money. And they're like, if you get the $1,600 signing bonus, you just have to do another 2 years. I'm like, oh, what's another 2 years? It's nothing. It was everything.
Damn.
So I was in for 6 and not 4.
I was in for
active.
6 too, but
Yeah.
I didn't have a bonus.
No.
No.
Well, it was like a security forces thing.
So the reason why they got me for the 6 was because you ranked up faster, and you made more money faster, which was true.
In 6 years?
So the way that it worked, that if I remember correctly, is that when it was like 6 months after basic training, I skipped the rank.
Oh,
yeah,
that's right.
Yeah,
I did that too.
Yeah, but then if you didn't do that, then you had to. You had the mosquito bites. Yeah.
Yeah.
Then you had to wear the mosquito bites for like a year or something like that.
So mosquito bite is just one stripe.
Yeah.
I don't know if you're familiar with rank. I don't want to like insult you. So they call it mosquito bites
because it looks like mosquito bites, and then you can't do shit. Like you're just
like
annoying.
Looks like little mosquitoes with like the one.
Yeah, because you have no you don't have anything in your arm.
But then you're like, you have the 2 stripes on your arm, and you're like, yeah, and they're like, you're stupid. with the 1 stripe, you're like, okay, I'm gonna keep my 1 stripe and my sanity. No, just kidding. If I didn't stay in for 6 years, I wouldn't have met Franz. We wouldn't have been here. Wouldn't have met you guys.
Right. No, and I'm not saying
so
that
everything
like
happens for a reason.
Yeah. No, I'm
Leads
totally.
to a path, you know.
Yeah,
Yes.
for sure. Like I'm totally glad that I went that route.
No, me too. For
Yeah.
sure.
Like I don't regret it, but they get my ass with that
They
fucking.
got my fucking ass.
Because at least they give you money. They give me shit.
Oh yeah, man, I got a fucking bonus, dude.
That is sick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Got played.
And then I spent it on like $1,000 laptop after I got out of basic.
There he goes.
I went to the VX and VX special and got a laptop. My dad was there with me and he's like, "Are you sure you want it?" I'm like, "I'm sure." And then it was like a Toshiba POS. I'm like, should have gotten a MacBook back then.
How much were MacBooks back then?
Probably less than $1,000. I don't know. It's 2012. Hey Siri. Hey Siri. How much was a MacBook back in 2012? $450.
Holy shit, dude.
No.
Damn, bro.
2012 MacBook Pro.
Holy
$450.
Jesus Christ.
Oh, I hate myself for admitting that I just spent that much money
on a fucking PC, dude.
PC, bro.
Not the gotcha moment we wanted.
So they got you too.
They got last too. You know what? They totally probably put that shit so expensive on base too because they're like, oh, all these airmen, you know.
Oh, and tax free.
And tax free. You're right.
Yeah. Did you hear about that? Did you know that?
On base, it's tax free.
Yeah.
Everything, food, all of it.
Sick.
Wait, food too?
Yeah, groceries.
Did you not get that either?
No, I don't know. I don't remember, but I thought like, well, because I remember there was a McDonald's on base.
Oh.
And they would charge you tax.
Oh, okay. I think that's different than groceries. Because yeah, Franz will go to the grocery store.
Right. No, groceries
And it's like
for
a
sure.
few cents less than like the products at like Fry's or Safeway, but there's no tax. Caveat.
Yeah. But then the Walmart version, just like the BX, everything's super overpriced for the most part.
Yeah.
But it's tax free. Got your ass.
Okay.
Yeah,
They can
got
do
your
this
ass.
After
Got
tax,
your
they're like, all right,
ass.
you're still paying the tax. We're just not going to tell you that.
Yeah.
You're paying tax.
We were talking about Alabama. I want to hear about Alabama.
Dude, well, it's fucking hot. Yes.
Oh, yeah.
You're right. And it's so humid, but it's not like, it wasn't that humid because it was like 80 degrees and humid, which felt like, I don't know, like fucking 6 a.m. after it rained here.
Yeah.
You know, because at 6 a.m. it's like 80 degrees and humid here. So that's what it felt like.
Pretty accurate.
But then,
I like felt it as soon as you said it. I'm like, yeah.
Yeah. You're right. You're right.
but then it rained, dude. Like it was raining.
And there was like mosquitoes and bugs everywhere.
Dude.
The gnats, bro.
It was wild because like the trees were like soft and wet. You know what I mean? It was intense.
You're like, what's all this green stuff around?
It was
Live in the
wild.
desert. Yeah.
It was fucking wild.
Bro,
Yeah.
that's cool.
Yeah.
You went to a push party.
To a push party, and you said so. Beyonce made those famous.
Beyonce made those famous.
Yeah.
Beyonce had a push party instead of a baby shower for her latest baby.
I was like, push party, but that's, yeah.
Oh yeah, she got like maternity pictures done, posted them all over the Push party.
Yeah, so it was a push party. I mean, it was just like, just picture, like a kickback, you know, from like your teen years.
Like
But everybody's
Bud Light and beer pong.
Yeah, but just like more expensive alcohol, like way
Okay.
more expensive alcohol, and like quality ass snacks, you know. But then everybody's fucking 30 and a professional. It's
Like what is happening?
like
Like you're having kids, we're here to celebrate your kid, and we're getting fucked up like we're 18.
so like the solo cups were gold, and
Stop. Gold solo cup
And
does
then-
not go low. Red solo cup.
and there was these disposable like champagne. Like little, it was cool.
Bougie. I love that.
But everybody was drinking like they were fucking 16, and
Oh my
it
God.
only lasted so long,
Yeah.
you know, like because you
Gabby sent me a video, and it was like 9 o'clock here, and I'm like, "Yo, y'all are still." I'm going to bed. It's like midnight there, bro. I'm like, "Yo,"
yeah we were
and they
aged-
were like mid game, just playing beer pong.
You're like, whatever.
undefeated in beer pong though,
Okay,
which was cool.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's a flex, but
It's well, like it doesn't
Small
like I don't
flex.
really give like it's like
Yeah.
I shouldn't be proud of this, you know.
yeah.
But definitely like we were undefeated. So it's cool.
Fabulous. Who'd you play with? Your best friend?
Yeah.
The one who's having the baby.
Who's having the
Yeah.
baby? Yeah. So him and I were the champs. And then the next day it was, dude, I have a like
Oh my God, the hangover.
the hangover was rough, bro. Like and I just you know, I just haven't drank like that and just so
Yeah.
like to that level of letting loose just it hasn't existed and just
Yeah.
there's been no need.
No need to let that loose.
No, there was no need at all. But I just remember being in the car and like burping like really intensely, and all of a sudden it came up, and like next thing you know, 1 second later, half my body is outside the vehicle. Like, it
Oh no.
was rough. It was
That is
rough.
rough.
Yeah.
Rough situation.
So, but then, you know, talking to Olivia, the one that's
Having the
mom,
baby,
yeah,
yeah.
the mom having the baby. She was like, yeah, like it's supposed to be like life changing, you know, like that's the push part. I was like, yeah, like it really makes, you know, being that hungover makes you really question a lot of things and and reflect. It's just like, right, like that's really what I like, you know, like this is the vibe, you know, and that was pretty mild. Like there was what we've heard is that some other people had it really worse. Oh, and I was like, damn, dude, like they're also reflecting because
Yeah, they're like, what did I do? Never drinking again, but actually never drinking again. Because when you're 30 and you say that,
it's
different
very
than when you're like
different.
20 and you're like, I'm never drinking again. And then that night you go get plastered. Yeah. Good times, you know,
Yeah,
back in the day.
yeah, and then on the flight back, well, the flight there was cool. The flight back was cool.
Delta?
Yeah,
All the
dude,
way.
they had so many fucking movies and shows, and like they had every season of The Office and Parks and Rec on there.
Oh my gosh.
I watched
I love Parks
Rush
and Rec.
Hours, dude. Parks and Rec.
Rush hours, yo. Oh my. Just makes me think of my dad.
Really?
And so like, and then Franz says the same thing because we were watching Rush Hour and we were singing the song like, oh, yeah. And then, what is it? And we were both like, man, that makes us think of our dads because like it's such a dad movie. I don't know. Like I remember going to the movie theater and watching that with my dad.
Really?
Yeah. And then afterwards, like he'd be like, oh, yeah. And like sing the song really. It's not
Good movie.
It's a great movie. There's what, 3, 4? 3.
I don't know. I only watched the first one.
Oh my God, you got to see the second and the third.
Yeah.
It's one of those movies where like the sequels are
They hold up.
equally as good. Yeah, like
Really?
they hold up pretty good.
Did you watch? There was this show that it was about like Asian mobs.
Asian mobs.
Yeah.
No.
And then
What is this?
it was about this like bigger Asian dude, and it was a beast.
Oh,
His name was like Samo or something.
I don't know.
No.
Where was it? Where'd you watch it on?
My grandpa used to watch it.
Oh, Oh.
So when you say like dad, it's like the closest thing. So that's what I thought.
Right. Right.
Yeah. So
My bad.
No, not even like that. No, just what I thought about.
I mean,
like,
he's not my birth father. I mean, he's my stepfather who became my father.
Right.
It's more of a, I don't want to say more of a father. As if he listens to this, I don't want him to feel bad.
No. It's dope, dude.
Yeah. Anyway.
No, man, like that's what I remember.
I'm really sorry. No, I'm just kidding. Glad we can laugh about dark humor.
Oh, I think it's
Dark humor is the best.
yeah. It's the military that did it.
Totally is. Yeah.
The darkest. Yeah. And then
Yeah. Well, I'm glad you had a good time in Alabama.
it was
Got home safe. Were you feeling it like a few days later still?
Yeah, dude.
Are you still feeling it today?
I don't know. I don't know. Maybe.
Maybe a little.
Well, I think you know what it is? You know what I have been feeling though is all the traveling that I've done. Like I feel like the last month.
Yeah. You guys have been here and there a ton. Like you were gone for Gabby's birthday, you came back, and then you went to Alabama, and then
Yeah. So
And don't you have another thing coming up?
yeah, we have 2 more weddings.
Oh damn, man. When are those?
One is this month and the other one is next month.
Okay. You need me to watch Luna? Or the cats?
We're taking Luna with us.
Okay, I'll watch the cats.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna keep that key and just hold on to it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's like all the traveling is just like my back is a little compressed. So that's been definitely taking a toll.
Yeah.
Today the morning was a little rough,
Yikes, man.
Yeah.
Yikes.
But it's all good,
That's
dude.
so true.
Yeah.
Flying is like the seats are just Deltas are nice. Americans not.
Yeah. Yeah. But it was okay. Like I'm glad. It was weird because I saw just I guess like my peers, like I got to be around like people around my age group.
Yeah. Which is cool. Doesn't happen very often.
It doesn't happen very often. And I definitely saw, even though like the military didn't really teach me or like influence a lot of my like current career or anything. Mm-hmm. The one thing is that at least it made me stay in shape in a weird way. Enough, like, enough because I saw some like people that just didn't do that.
Right.
And haven't done that. And it's like, you could tell, and it's sad. And like scary. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like scary is like, dude, because it's been 10 years only.
God. Jesus.
Yeah. It's just like
That's crazy.
yeah, because like if you think about it, like
Literally 10 years ago I joined the military.
yeah, but then like would you think you would have been active on your own? Like as active as you were?
No. Nope. I do not at all.
That's all I just fucking trip out on that stuff.
Yeah. Like I would like run, and we lived in an apartment at the time. Like I lived with my parents still before I left, and I would like go to the gym sometimes, and like I don't know, I just was never really that motivated until they were like, okay, you got to lose like a few pounds or whatever to get in, to like leave the military. I was like, oh, cool. And then I ended up dropping like a ton of weight. And then obviously boot camp, you lose like the most weight. And I was like this big when I got left boot camp. Yeah. But yeah, I don't think I would have done it by myself. And then the unit that I was in, we literally did PT Monday through Friday. You were there at 6:45 a.m. saluting Reveille. And then you go and work out in your PT gear. Mm-hmm. Every morning. Yeah. So I stayed in shape. We're a start. And they're like, you should be doing PT outside of the PT. I'm like, yo, man.
Just working out all day.
Yeah, like literally. They'd like let you go home early if you went to the gym. A lot of people are like, yeah, I'm going to the gym. Just leave.
That's cool.
No, it was pretty cool. It only happened on like days we didn't have anything crazy, but yeah. It was cool. It was a really cool unit to be a part of. But all the people that I went in, like tech school, we all went to like the same base, most of the people. And so I was with them for just about my whole enlistment. And now we all got out at the same time. So yeah, now we're all bros. Like we miss.
That's
them.
cool.
Yeah.
A little unit.
Yeah. Got that. Yeah. Got the bromo sapiens.
Nice.
The bromance.
I like it.
Romance is strong stuff.
Yep.
So the guy that I went to go see, John.
Mm-hmm.
So
He's your bro. He's your
it's my
bromance.
So we have a podcast called Bro Brain Podcast.
Yeah, I did see that on your Facebook.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So it's literally all about bro science.
Love that. I have seen your TikToks where they say your bro science tip.
Yeah.
So are you still doing bro science or not really?
I mean,
Because
it's a way of life, you know.
Okay,
So like
yeah.
you can't now.
Because that was archived on your Facebook.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Okay.
No.
So I had to archive it to make a new page. So I just
Yeah, no, it's something that we started, but like we both know the level of attention that it takes.
yeah.
And
And he's about to have a baby now too. And now you have the Pwr Pod and Powerhouse Media.
right. So those are my babies
You're on,
now.
yeah.
So
Yeah.
yeah,
We have client now. I was
yeah.
about to say clients, but we have a client now.
So yeah, just like it's not maybe in the future, you
Definitely.
know. Like we
No, I think that would
like we and we've talked about it plenty of times. I mean,
Yeah.
from when we started in the beginning, we're like, this is what we could both like do for it
Mm-hmm.
and like project as realistically as we could. And,
Right.
But from the beginning, it was like, well, I'm not gonna do anything until we're both able to do something.
Right. Which makes sense.
Yeah, because then it's gonna be like one of us gonna be waiting,
Yeah.
you know, and so yeah, just it was cool. And we even got like an early release book. It was pretty cool. This book called Design in the Mind.
What?
Yeah, like it didn't even have pages in it or anything, or like page numbers. So
Interesting.
yeah, it was cool.
That is cool.
Yeah, we had to like review it because that was our thing. We will read, so we would just read books and just bro it up about it. Like
Okay, I love that.
yeah,
Down with bro science.
yeah. It was like based on
What's your bro science tip today? Any bro science tips on your mind?
I guess maybe not on the top of my mind.
Okay,
but are
let me think of one.
relevant,
If you-
you know.
If you think of one, let me know.
But
Come back to it.
We'll come back.
well,
to
but like
this.
for
Stick a
example,
pin.
because like so John, he has his bachelor's or he went to school for philosophy.
Okay,
Yeah, and like
love that.
I didn't go to school, you know.
Yeah,
So
conversations with him must be.
yeah, and they're dope. But
Yeah.
then
Does he have a lot of conspiracy theories?
I feel like
I
before he could
know.
answer that, he'll have to like give you a spiel on the definition of what conspiracy theories
Okay.
are.
It's just philosophical.
So like clear the air, you know what I mean?
Philosophical
like,
definition.
like,
Definitely.
he'd be like, "Well, when you like, you'll both start looking up." And
Yo,
yeah.
does he think the Earth is flat or round?
Well, so I'll tell you that we had this like very extensive conversation about even if you believe that you believe something, there is no proof or way of making it to be true. And it's you guys get stuck on that.
Okay, let me wrap my brain around that. So even if you believe that you believe something,
Right.
there's no evidence that
Right.
you actually believe that thing or that
Right.
thing that you're believing is
Right,
real.
because what makes your beliefs true?
Right,
Like proof, right?
right.
Like you understand proof?
Yes, I understand proof.
Okay, but you can't
Is that mansplaining that just happened?
no,
Is this
no,
bro
no.
science or mansplaining?
no.
Which
Okay.
one is this?
Okay, well, I apologize. I didn't mean to.
Yeah,
But then the idea is that you can't.
We and Lady Gaga
Proofs.
forgive you.
I know. Just don't cross that one.
Okay.
Okay, that's the line
Right.
we're not.
Where's Gabby?
need backup in
Probably
this
like-
conversation now. We need
Luna, Gabby, we need all the women in the house.
girls,
Where's the
please.
cats? You gotta bring them in. No, just
Yeah,
kidding.
dude.
Okay, continue. I'm sorry. The proof.
So, this idea that you can prove something that happened in the past, because something that happened in the past, you can't prove that it actually happened.
Like the Bible.
Therefore,
Won't go too in deep, but you know,
you gotta have faith.
gonna.
therefore, you. So even though someone says they saw something, you can't prove that they're actually telling the truth.
Right.
Like there isn't, like it doesn't exist.
The
So
limit does not exist.
and then so like you can't really prove anything.
Okay.
Like nothing is real. Nothing is true.
Nothing is real.
It's
This
all
is
what
a
you
simulation.
believe in your perception.
Literally, right? So when we said like, is the Earth flat? I mean, you're gonna get stuck on that. You know?
You're like, you know what? To some
mean,
people,
maybe
the
it
Earth
is.
is. Oh, it's
Yeah.
But, yeah, you know,
I mean, they have little satellite pictures of the Earth that it shows it's round. But I mean, are they faking that? Is that a lie? Who knows?
Some
Are they
people
making
think-
it round? Whoops.
someone's lying.
Yeah,
Someone somewhere.
yeah. But then we did talk about like the fake clouds and stuff.
Fake clouds.
Fake clouds, fake sky.
Yeah.
Well, it's just like, you know how sometimes half of the sky can be super like gray and like weird,
Like
but then
here
the
and
other
there,
half,
yeah.
like the sun is shining, like it's almost blue. Like,
It's fake.
Yeah.
Have you seen the Truman Show with Jim Carrey?
dude, I saw that as a teenager and I'm like, yo, my whole life is just a
Really?
lie. It's
Yeah.
a lie.
That's what Gabby said the same thing.
Have you
You
seen the
didn't
Truman
think
Show?
No.
Okay.
Well, that's why.
Yeah.
So it's literally the simulation. They build like a dome, and this guy was born in the dome, and like he, from his start of his life to when he's an adult, he lives in it's filmed. It's a TV show. People are watching it, and they control everything in this dome. So he thinks this is what his life is really like, but then he starts to figure it out, and he's like, "Do you know something?" to his friends, and then his friend dies, and it's just the whole thing's crazy.
Like it just starts getting even more sketchy, and it's like,
Yeah.
you know, he's figuring it out. He's like, hey, my life is actually a lie, and
Yeah.
these people are just playing their parts. Just put on
Like his wife would like
facade.
randomly
Yeah.
like stop and be like, "Buy this item," and like in a conversation.
Oh yeah, they'll have like ads for it. And
Yeah,
then, like
like
that's when
she'll
so like he's looking at it all differently. He's like, oh wait, like this is actually like not
Yeah.
normal. Like this is
And the woman that he actually was like falling in love with wasn't the woman that they wanted him to fall in love with, so they removed her from the dome. Yeah.
because
How?
like they had to control like it
How
was
did they
also
remove
because they
her?
were like recording it too. Like it was
Yeah.
like people like the people playing the part were all
Or
like,
actors.
but they were actively watching like his life. Like it was like the biggest show.
It was just about, it was him. He was the only one who didn't know.
Like he was a star, but that's what made the show what it was
Yeah.
because like he was the only one who wasn't in on it. So the whole dome knew, but
And like the world. But he didn't. He doesn't know. It was Jim Carrey.
it's a good movie.
It was a really good movie. Totally watch if you.
Yeah.
I think it's on Netflix or Hulu.
Really?
Yeah.
Hulu for sure.
Yeah. Totally watch that.
I'll try.
You should.
Yeah.
You get, I mean, I'm not going to tell you about it yet. Never mind.
Did you watch The Social Dilemma?
Interesting.
No, I did not watch.
Did you watch The Social Dilemma? No.
I will. Now I feel foolish that I said I would last week and I have not yet, so I will.
I hope it doesn't, because you said like, oh, my whole perception.
Yeah, I don't want to.
That's-
I don't want to ruin my.
That's what The Social Dilemma.
Like I
did for
know
me.
I'm addicted to social media. Like I'm aware that it's happening, and I can stop anytime I want. I just don't want to.
No, but I think that's 1,000% true.
Yeah. No, I mean when I don't have, like I said last time, like when I don't have my notifications on my socials, I don't check them.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
Then I have like 10 messages. I go back. I'm like, oh shit, like, haven't checked in 3 days.
Like, I think we have more self-control than we give ourselves credit for.
Yeah.
But then,
And your mind is a very strong thing. Mind over matter.
but then there's also like, just like a component of honesty too that comes with it. It's like,
Yeah.
like,
I know. I love it. I love
Yeah.
social media.
but then it's like, you will also know, like recognize if it's a problem,
Yeah. Like when after like I make dinner, I have to like put my phone down because I'll sit on it all night.
Dude.
And then me and friends will not have any like us time. We're just like, there's been times where like we're both on our phones and like we both look up and we're like, maybe we should like put our phones. It's time.
Yeah. And but see, the other day, like Abby was very comfortably on her phone, and then like I got next to her and I got on my phone. And it was like, in a weird way, comforting.
Yeah.
Sometimes like you guys can detach together and that's like relaxing. It's
And-
like hey, we
yeah.
both can unplug and just
Yeah.
like
Exactly.
But I've never
like
done that before.
enjoying a silence with someone.
Unplugging. I love.
Because typically I'm like, oh fuck, like,
Yeah. Like I gotta be doing something.
Yeah.
so it's cool.
Oh, that's really
Love it.
cool.
Yeah. So I think there's definitely a place,
a good balance of, you know, not doing that every night because it's taking away from like what moments you can be having. But it's also like we don't have to keep up this entertainment with each other all day, every day, because you're already kind of doing that when you're working. And
it's exhausting.
Yeah, it's exhausting. Dude, so it's nice to just lay down.
Yeah, I have to I put my phone in the other room when I'm playing with Ari. Like, yeah, all of the above.
Have you guys watched Big Mouth?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Yeah?
Yep.
Remember that episode with the phone?
No.
No? Do you remember the episode with the phone?
I've seen the show. I don't remember like that.
Gotten to like season 2.
Oh, okay.
How many seasons are there?
I think there's like 4.
There's like 4 seasons.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah.
Okay, no, I haven't seen all of them.
No. What do you guys think of that show in general?
I thought it was like a kid show at first.
That's a rude awakening.
It was a rude awakening when
okay.
Yeah. Same with like the BoJack Horseman. Who's seen that?
Such a good show too.
Thought that was a kid show. It's not a kid show.
No, not at all.
Nope. So, and also, have you seen My Boys, the regular TV show?
No.
It's like a superhero TV show. Well, they made and it's very like gushy blood, like just like super thrasher. But they made a cartoon version. So I thought that was a good show. I'm like, and Ari's like glued in. I'm like, no. Starts slashing, there's blood everywhere. I'm like, no.
You find out like a little later that they're not kid shows. You're like,
exactly.
You're like, oh, never mind. We gotta change this real quick.
I'm like, I'm not a bad parent. I swear. No,
you
got your ass.
Yeah, right. Oh my God! Last night we were unloading groceries from the car, right? And I'm like, I look in the car because Fran's like, oh, I'm just going to go get like a few things that we need. Ends up coming with like a whole trunk load of groceries, which is what happens almost every time.
Nice.
So I was like, oh shit. And then Ari's right next to me and he goes, oh shit. And I'm like, oh no.
Like, not this.
Yes. I'm like, no. It's fine. I didn't even know what to say, but yeah.
So what'd you think about that show?
What?
Big Mouth.
Big Mouth? I mean, I've seen it. It's a good show. It's funny.
What do you think about it?
I mean, it's a funny, vulgar show.
Yeah.
I mean, it does have some educational stuff sometimes. I mean, like, but it's not really a kid show, but like, I think it kind of helps you look back to when you were a teen, at least for me, and just be like, oh yeah, like I was kind of like crazy and like stupid at that time. And this is kind of funny to have like a
closure.
Yeah, I guess. Like, I guess it's comforting. Sure, in a way. But yeah, you can like,
I thought, like, I learned so many things. Like, perception. You know what I mean? Because it made me, in a way, like you said, just think back of that time in my life, you know?
Yeah.
Like, looking at the characters, you're like, oh yeah, like they're seeming like they're crazy and like that. But like, when
you know that person. Yeah. Like, you knew that person.
Oh my God.
Like, that was me like 10 years ago.
Oh my God.
Damn.
Yeah.
No.
Well, I thought it was cool because they put a face to like your first interactions with mental health. Mm-hmm. I thought that was very interesting.
That is interesting.
Like the shame monster, the anxiety mosquito.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Like, it like kind of makes you look in and be like, oh yeah. You know?
Yeah.
Oh my God. Now I feel like I need to go watch it more.
Well, that's what I thought about
it.
It's
good. Yeah, no, it's pretty good.
Well, anyway, there's this episode where
the phone episode.
The main character gets is it a hand down iPhone or hand? I think his older sister got a new phone, so then he gets his first like touchscreen phone, and then is this very like seductive female iPhone or phone.
Oh, and doesn't she like take over?
Yeah,
oh, okay.
like, and then it's like, ooh,
I've seen that one. Okay.
Like, don't put me down.
Yeah.
Like,
it's like, where are you going?
Yeah.
And then she stalks him and all the other. Yeah. Okay.
It's intense.
I've seen that. There's also a Black Mirror. Have you seen that show?
No.
Black Mirror is a really good show.
Yeah. It's almost like a Twilight Zone kind of show that they're trying to recreate. But every episode's different. Like, you don't have to watch them in sequence. But there's one about a phone as well. And like
how technology like really like
takes over.
There's like a whole season 2 where it's just like how technology is just turning this into a different world and how it could potentially change the world.
Yeah. Miley Cyrus was in one of the episodes. Do you remember that?
That was good.
What was it about?
She was a pop star.
Yes, she was a pop star, and then
it was kind of like a Hannah Montana thing, but just like twisted a little.
So they put her mind in like a robot, and then they had her body just like chilling like on a table in some house, whatever, where she lived. And then this little girl buys the robot, and so then she's like, the robot's like trying to get her to get to her house so that she can get back in her own body and like expose the people who are using her for her money.
Yeah, like they kept her in a coma so they could continue to just like use her the way they wanted to.
Yeah.
So, but like they were controlling how she operated through the technology, and like
they'd give her like these special pills, and it was like, it's crazy.
That's fucking crazy.
Yeah, man.
dude, no, it's a crazy show. Like that's a show that really makes you like think about perspective and how other people think and how you would be in that situation. Like, and there's so much. Did you see that one episode where that guy like fell in love like with like the player, like he was playing a game with his friend, but like it was a simulation type of thing too, but they ended up falling in love, and like he didn't really know what to say. He's like, damn, like I know this is a game, but this feels so real, because it was like a VR type like of game, and it just like he was just like you went into the game basically, and it felt so real. And so like he was married and everything, so like the wife was just like, dude, like you don't even like lay next to me anymore, like you don't like cuddle me, you don't touch. God. She's like, are you like, what's going on? Like, yeah, like, he's just like completely lost in like this technology, like this world. Like, dude, it's so crazy. It's a wild episode.
Technology.
But
Well, I don't think we're that far from that, because
no, it's really
there's
not.
this. Well, it's weird that I get these fucking ads, but
Okay.
well, I haven't gotten them in a long time, but at first, when I first got on TikTok, maybe like a year ago, I would get these ads of this virtual person that you could text with this virtual person, this artificial intelligence, instead of a real person. And
Okay. I feel like I remember that from like when I was like a teenager too.
oh, really? Damn.
Yeah, you'd like text like a phone, like the status Facebook thing that we were talking about. But it's like you're texting it, and it's like a robot that responds, and you ask it questions, and it like answers your questions.
Like that KGB. Wasn't there like a KGB one, something like that?
Something like that.
Yeah.
Really? Well,
Man, you're like bringing it, like unlocking memories.
so basically, this is
Oh,
what
man.
this is basically you get to. What I understood from the ad is that you build your person and then you talk to your person.
Oh.
So imagine, like, you have a fantasy of a person that looks X, Y, and Z, where you could like build it on this app and
Dang.
have
Like
this
slowly uploading your mind to the
conversations. It's creepy. I thought it was fucking creepy.
No, it is
and I was like,
creepy.
why the fuck am I getting this? Like,
Yeah.
First of all, like
yeah.
married. Like
seriously. Like Siri's pushing it. Come on. Like Siri gets out of line sometimes, you know?
Yeah.
Alexa, got too many bitches, man. I don't need another one.
Like, I don't need attitude from anybody else.
Oh my
Too many
god.
honeys around.
plenty of them. I was up in Ari's room the other day, and I was like, Alexa, what's the temperature outside? And it's like a kid's, it's like set as like a kid's mode. So it's like, let me open the window and check out. And it goes, and like, she's like, it's 98, blah, 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 blah. Yeah. But I was like, okay, sassy bitch.
I didn't need the toot. Okay?
Yeah, exactly.
Tell
She's like,
me.
let me open the window and find out. I'm like, listen, I could do that.
Like,
Open your virtual
you
window.
Are
know,
you mocking me?
like,
Yeah.
you
Like,
know
I
that
can't
you
open
have
the
the
window?
information. Why? Like, you know,
Exactly. She's like, you could step your lazy ass outside. I'm like, listen, Alexa.
It's like, or you could just tell me the
tell
weather.
me the damn temperature
like
or the weather.
it's plugged into everything and everyone at the same time. You know, like.
Exactly. I thought that was hilarious.
Well, I trip out on a lot of stuff like that.
Yeah.
But that's why I don't think I like to watch that much TV, is because I feel like it has to be. Gabby said that it needs to be challenging and educational at the same time
TV?
for me to watch.
Oh.
I was like, well, that makes
Either
total-
that or trash TV.
Yeah, but then even then, like trash TV did like the selling the OC.
I knew you were going to say that. I have not watched it yet.
I started watching it last
Oh
night.
my god, was it good? Was it good? Was it good?
It is extra.
It's
Like,
not- oh my god.
and there's
Sign
this
me
dude.
up.
There's this dude that at first he was like, I fucking love the OC, and that's why I drive an orange Ferrari or something like that.
What
I
does
was like,
that mean? Okay.
Well, because he's like, oh, like Orange County is my brand.
Oh, Orange
you know?
County.
So
California. Man.
and
Seen the show The OC?
I never watched
I
it.
remember I just like didn't watch it too much.
Heart and Soul. Oh my God.
Yeah?
We all need to watch it. It's so good.
Is reality?
No.
Oh,
It was like a soap, not
a soap opera for
Pretty much
fucking
a soap
teenagers.
opera
A teen
for
soap.
teenagers.
Yeah, I was like a Laguna Beach, like hills. Like I
Oh,
liked that.
me too,
Like I
yeah.
was just like, I need the real stuff. She's like, you suck.
Yeah.
You're a sucky person.
Well-
Freaking Call Her Daddy just had Kristen Cavalier on there, and she also had. Are they still married? The Steven,
Oh, I don't.
or did they break up?
They broke up.
Okay.
Who-
They have a
okay,
baby,
so
don't they?
who is this?
Oh, sorry.
I don't
Yeah.
think so.
You know Lauren Conrad?
No, thank you.
No.
I mean, it's crazy how a man wouldn't during that time. She was everywhere.
I know she
but
was everything. People were like,
she
she's
was
so
everywhere.
hot. She's so
Laguna
hot.
Beach. The
I
hills,
know.
Like, ran it.
So she was like one of the main characters, basically, on this reality TV show called The
Okay.
Hills.
Okay.
Was it Laguna Beach first?
Yeah, it was Laguna Beach because they were in
Laguna
high
Beach.
school during that time.
Laguna
Damn.
Beach.
And
Yeah.
yeah, no, they.
And it's like
Was it like her in high school,
It
or was
yeah.
it just like
It was
staged?
like a-
her, and no, it wasn't staged. It was her, and then it was a
Oh,
few of her
well.
other. What?
It wasn't like staged, but do you remember like the last episode where like it cut to like the background and like the actors were all around and like I mean it wasn't like stage, but some stuff was like produced.
So
Yeah.
it's not a reality TV, I guess.
But I mean it was
It
like at the
was.
time like that was one of like it was as real as it could have got.
Yeah.
at the time.
Basically, it was like her
events.
high school going to her high school.
Yeah, like that
Yeah.
part was real. Like,
like-
the drama of
yeah.
it was real. Like the only thing that they really had to redo was like film, like Kardashian real kind of.
Yeah,
you know.
It was realer
Like-
than the reality today.
was it
yeah,
like
it
Teen
was,
Mom
though.
real?
I mean, no one had like babies. Like no
Yeah.
one had like a life.
But
altering
yeah,
thing
yeah, but like that was
but
fucking
Yeah.
real, right?
But it was like it was just really cool. Like,
it was cool. It was just
Yeah.
like the
was-
like a reality show of like
Yeah.
the rich teens up
Yeah.
in the OC. But it was so good.
it was so good, and like
so
all
good.
the same people that were on Laguna Beach all went up to The Hills as well, like that TV show, The Hills. And then it's like them getting internships and working at fancy magazines and like
Yeah, living in New York.
living in New York, all sleeping with the same guy, like not knowing it. Fucking Brody's ass, man, over there. Anyway, but yeah, so it's definitely worth a watch.
Oh my god, I know it's so good.
It's so good.
Talk about cheese, man, dude.
Really?
They got it. Like every episode.
Yeah.
like there was something.
So every episode was
And
something.
Hilary Duff she sang the theme song, and Natasha Bedingfield, the best theme songs. Coming clean in what Pocket Full of Sunshine.
I get it.
It's just you couldn't beat it. It was top tier.
Top tier, definitely.
Okay. Okay. So she was on Call Her Daddy podcast.
So yes, sorry. So Kristen Cavalier and Lauren Conrad were best friends until Kristen Cavalier started dating this guy named Steven.
Are those two the ones that had to call her daddy?
No.
No. Okay. So it's a
So
different.
Steven and Kristen were both on Call Her Daddy
Okay.
separately.
Okay.
I haven't watched the episodes yet, but I was on her Instagram yesterday because I saw that she just interviewed Demi Lovato, who I love, heart and soul. Yeah, they them. She's no longer. She's a they them.
Oh.
So I love them. Yes.
Okay. So
So anyway, so I was on her Instagram and I
Okay.
saw that she had interviewed them. And I'm like, man, she's interviewing all these famous people now. So it's gone a long way since the
yeah.
the Sophia.
That drama.
Oh my God,
The
that
Call
was-
Her Daddy podcast.
It was so good though. That was real
I don't know that
drama.
either, huh?
well, I know some of it because we've talked about it and
Yeah.
I kind of saw some stuff,
Yes.
but
Basically,
I
they
wasn't
were- yeah.
following it before, so I wasn't very
Yeah.
invested. It
Yeah.
it didn't really hurt. You know what I mean? Like I didn't feel it
It
because
was
I just didn't know about
definitely
it.
super, super raunchy in the beginning, which everybody loved, which is totally what brought. It was like women giving sex tips and blowjob tips and all this craziness, and they'd bring dudes on and like be like,
It's like literal like just girl chat.
Yeah.
And then like when the guy friends would come on, it's like, oh, like my one guy friend who's allowed in their girl chat.
Yeah.
You're allowed.
exactly,
We can-
but they like couldn't reveal his real name or face or anything.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, because he's like hooking up with wives and shit. Like anyway, just craziness.
Did that ever get revealed though?
I still don't think.
So
No,
No, I don't
that,
think
that dude's
to
still
this day.
anonymous.
Yeah,
So.
but he went with Sophia in
Okay.
the drama. He didn't stay with Alex. And Alex and
Is
him
that-
were, Alex and him were closest friends, but he went with Sophia and like went on
Why?
Sophia's side. I don't know. I don't know
Men.
that.
But then, so you would expect him to go to the other one?
Yeah, I would have expected him to go to Alex's.
I mean, loyalty.
Loyalty
friends.
all the day, all the way.
You would think. But I guess we don't know what really happened.
We don't. I mean, we see Alex put out like a YouTube video for like an hour on what happened. And then Sophia put out like a minute long YouTube video about her version. And I'm like,
Didn't have much to say.
yeah, I didn't have much to say at all, friend. It's all good. She has her own podcast now, so it's Sophia with an F. Is the podcast.
Is it good?
I don't know. I haven't listened.
Oh shit!
Loyalty to call her daddy.
And that's like the worst part about building like a cool little group of girls. It's like, hey, if you're not a cool girl, the girls are going to point it out. And that's sport.
Exactly. Call her daddy. Your founding fathers is what they call them.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
It's interesting the culture that has been developed around that.
Yes. Now she says, so they talk about mental health and stuff on her podcast, and they have this. She says, "I am unwell." She has like a whole clothing line that says, "I am unwell."
Have you seen that movie, Not Okay? On Hulu. I just watched it the other day at work, but it was just like this girl, like,
So
yeah, it's like she makes, she's like this kind of lonely girl. She works at this, like, she works as a photographer, but she wants to be a writer at this magazine. And then her life is kind of boring, so she just like fakes a trip so she can write about it.
oh my God, to Paris.
Yeah.
And then yes, okay, I did watch that.
Yeah, like she like pretends, you know, that she's in Paris, but then like, you remember like the Paris bombings or whatever, like she pretends that she was in that incident and like she was a survivor of these bombings, but really she was just like in her apartment, like photoshopping that she was at Paris, like doing all these things.
Just so she could become like an influencer.
Yeah.
And she like posted a picture of herself at this monument, and then like her phone died. And then the next day, like she charged her phone, and like everybody's calling her like, "Are you okay? Are you okay?" Because that
like
monument was bombed. Oh. But she was like an expert at photoshopping.
Yeah. And then like she just made a slogan that was just like, "I'm not okay. Like I'm like, there was so much trauma. Like I went through so much." And it was really bad.
Yeah.
Wow.
Really fucked up.
Sorry.
I'm like, man, is this real? Is this a real person?
I heard it was. I heard something like that happened during like 9/11. Like it was kind of like loosely based off something like that someone like was going around doing like interviews being like, "Oh my God."
I mean, you see it all the time.
Yeah. I mean,
stolen valor, right?
Yeah. I mean, people.
Like that same concept, I think.
I mean, people are just kind of willing to do whatever to put their name out there, and it's
messed up.
Yeah, it was crazy.
I hate stolen valor. It pisses me off.
That's well, with anything.
Well, yeah, I mean stolen valor with anything, but
so okay, so you were telling us
about I am unwell.
Yeah.
Yes. So that is their like mental health like awareness. So I think I might buy a sweatshirt that says I am unwell.
What would be your version of that, do you think?
I mean, I feel like I try to be kind of a mental health advocate since I struggle with mental health or have struggled with mental health and PTSD and all that postpartum depression and depression on the regular. And living a sober life and all of that. So, I mean, I think it's also like kind of funny. Like it's like dark humor, right? You're like, I am unwell. Like, but I am unwell.
So we can chuckle about it.
Exactly. But I mean,
just know.
I am on medication.
Espresso depresso.
Espresso depresso. Yo. That's funny.
No?
Yeah. No, what?
I guess what would be your slogan, you think?
Oh, yes, what my slogan would be.
Like if you could make it up.
We're all right for now.
Yeah, I'm all right for now. I like that.
Nice.
Yeah, we're all right for now. ... For now.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I like it too. Make a Printify store right now.
Let's do it. Make
That's
some t-shirts.
Yeah, well, that's one of the things that I think it's cool. Is I think just you have to come up with your own slogan, like make it up,
Right?
because it doesn't matter. It's just whatever gets you through. Especially mental health, you know, because it's like a never-ending fucking battle.
Ever. Yeah.
Like,
it's a never ending. People, you have all different kinds of traumas and different kinds of emotions, and
Life happens every day, so new
Exactly.
things, come arise. And new experiences.
Yeah.
New stressors, new experiences, all of that. So yeah, so I would like to be like a mental health advocate, like be able to help more people because of what I've struggled with, and like, so, but I'm all right for now. I'm obsessed with that. I love it.
That's a good one.
It is a good one. That was good.
For now.
All right for now.
Silrams with the Z. Got it. Where's your shirt?
Dude, I literally was telling him I was going to wear it today, but I forgot I was washing it. I was like, no, I threw it in the wash.
Next week.
No, yeah, I'm wearing my shirt. I made a cute little strawberry shirt, and I'm excited to wear it.
I can't wait to see it.
It's super cute. It's so comfy.
Do you hem dresses?
I'm getting to that a little bit. Like, we're doing this next project because I had finished a shirt and a dress. And then, so this next project, we're going to make some overalls, and then we're going to have a class where we're just, like, bringing in stuff to like sew and like hem and like alterations, because we just need a class to do stuff like that, because we haven't really done anything like that. Like, I've only been making stuff just from scratch, like just with like a big like 3 yards of fabric and like have fucking impressive stuff. So yeah, it's been really cool and fun. But like, I'm sure I could, but I would just want to know like thoroughly how to like hem your dress without like messing
No, that's
up.
super.
Yeah.
I was just curious.
But yeah, no, I want to soon, because that's kind of why I even took the class, because I'm like, I just have so much like pants don't fit me the way I want them to.
Right.
Like, shirts are awkward on me sometimes. So hemming and like just doing stuff like that is the best way.
Yeah, definitely.
Is that a consistent problem?
For me?
The clothes just don't fit you?
Oh, I mean, yes. Because they're like, oh, this size or that size. But sometimes you're like in between. And so it's like, okay, either these pants are super loose and like they're the right length, or they're too long and they're too tight, or too like it's
a
like
struggle. You're like,
yeah.
Do you want like nice fitting jeans, or like do you want them to look good? Like which one?
Exactly.
Yeah.
So it's a battle.
Yeah. So I don't put like a lot of attention to a lot of those things, but I have the same issue because clothes don't, like, shoulders are too wide.
That's how Franz is
like,
too. Yeah.
I look like I'm wearing a trash bag. So
So you got to get like the slim fit, like the athletic fit or whatever it's called.
yeah, and then still I look like I'm wearing a trash bag.
Yeah.
So for a while I was getting my stuff tailored, but I was like,
Like, fuck it. It's fine.
Yeah.
I get it.
Yeah. So that's,
Yeah. I feel like women probably got like sick of it. So then the tucking in the front of the pants really became back into style, like the high waisted and tucking in your shirts because your shirt's too big.
I would have,
Yeah. They used to do the front knot, back knot, and then you have a tail, and then
I still kind of do the tie with
Yeah,
the
the tie-
t-shirts. I still do that. I'm like,
you just have to have it in the right spot for it to look like it kind of flows. You know?
effortless.
I'm like, who's bringing this back? Who is it?
it's because remember we had the conversation with style.
We did.
Yeah.
They can't repeat it, or they can't create new, so they're
Just
recycling it over and over.
Yeah.
Like 80s style, the damn.
Yeah, the high waisted jeans.
Yep, high waisted jeans,
The colors, like the pop-up colors, that came back.
denim on denim, like
Always
high.
be a look.
Yeah, always denim on denim. Scrunchies are back. I love scrunchies.
Wait, scrunchies went away?
Yes, it was like, yeah. For a while, they just like weren't cool to wear in your hair. It was like nerdy and weird.
What determines cool?
It's, I mean, perspective, but like,
Yeah, like
perspective, but like also, I guess what's like media is presenting
Yes.
as well, because I mean, just with body types, you know how Kim Kardashian, have you seen that thing that Kim Kardashian has gotten like her body like her butt reduced, and like they're saying that that's setting it like a body trend, like it's just like what's being portrayed in media and what you resonate with.
Yeah.
Perspectives.
Yeah. And that's all cool is, like, because I mean, people could have different style and they think they're cool. So I mean, we say cool, but it could not be cool to somebody else.
Yeah.
But you just see it more. You see it being used more, so then it becomes cool because more people are using it.
So the
Like scrunchies went away, people stopped using it.
So the access to product is what makes it cool.
Yeah, I think so,
Yeah.
because if enough people, they'll feel, hey, like that's accessible, and like, hey, if you look cool wearing that and I'm wearing it, I have to look cool. So
Yeah.
therefore I'm cool.
There's a new thing. It's called, they're asymmetric jeans. Have you seen those? It's like the waistband is like, so here's the like regular waistband, right? So the waistband, now the button goes down here and it's like attached down here.
Oh, it's like a V kind of.
Kind of. So it's like this part straight still and this one goes down.
Oh.
It's like a whole trend. And they're like baggy pants, like jeans. They're like baggy.
Or like, have you seen like those people that just like fold their pants, like they don't even button it anymore, they just fold it over, and like usually people would be like, hey, like pants are down, are gonna fall off, but enough people are like, hey, that girl just left her pants unbuttoned and she looks cool, so I'm gonna do it. And now that's a trend.
Just gonna let it all hang out.
Just let it all hang out. Dude, I did that once when I was drunk. My friend's like, hey, you need to fix yourself. And like literally just a couple months later, I was like, oh, so it's fun and cool. Great.
You're like, I started this trend, okay?
It's like, who would have thought?
Yeah.
That drunk me was on.
It was on point. Was seeing the future. Yeah. Your vibe and
I thought it looked cool, honestly. Like, it wasn't like I walked out.
Yeah.
But,
man.
It's wild.
It is wild.
So that's what cool is.
Yeah.
But then do you think that the ease of access makes it diluted and then there's no scarcity?
Well, yeah, I think that's why it's always changing. Because, like, if you do something for too long, it's like, ugh. Like,
yeah, then it becomes uncool. Then
like
something
you're
new
still
comes.
Doing that.
Yeah. Like when you were in, like, high school, right? And I was not wearing brand name clothing except for, like, American Eagle. And I was like, it wasn't uncool, but it wasn't like the coolest. But then there's people wearing like Abercrombie and Hollister zip ups, which is like $70 for one zip up you wear one day, and you can't wear it for the rest of the week because then you're uncool. You could only wear it once. By the time you're like, oh, you convince your parents to spend the money on it, it's no longer cool. But you wear it anyway. But then you feel like, okay, I don't feel cool in this
because you're not keeping up with, like, you're not switching.
You can only be cool for so long.
Exactly.
Right.
Exactly.
It's your fucking attention span, dude.
So that's why I say it's all perspective. I'm like, as long as you want that jacket to be cool, it's going to be cool.
I know.
But
yeah. So I wore, yeah, it was like 8th grade. I wore this juicy zip up, and it was looser, and it was like a crop.
sounds adorable.
It was adorable. And I was like, oh my God, this looks so cute. But everybody kept coming up to me and were like, is that too small? Like, what? People are so rude. They're so rude. Kids are mean. And I'm like, no, it's the style. And then literally, like, I didn't wear it again because I felt like, okay, like, maybe it looks too small. Like, I thought it was a style.
I wear that every day today.
I know. And then, like, a few months later, it's like crop tops are the thing. I'm like, you fuckers.
I don't know why for the longest time every woman's t-shirt like went to like down to the bottom of their butt. I was just talking about this the other day in sewing class. I'm like, every shirt had like a V-neck that was just the most unflattering thing. Like even if you had a chest, like it made it look worse.
Yeah.
And it was like stretching all the way down to your hips. I was like,
I don't know.
what was that for? Why were you trying to do that to the women?
Probably to desexualize the woman because men can't control themselves.
But it wasn't even like
But it's like, oh, you can't see their butt or their covered up vagina.
But it was like a skin tight, like thin shirt. It's like, no,
Yeah.
like you're modest, but you're covered. It's like,
Yeah.
no, I'm glad the girlies brought the crop tops. But
Wear that fucking
Come
crop
on.
top. Let me see that muffin top, girl.
I'm
You
like
do it.
picturing it in my head. I'm like, that looks so cute.
Yeah. It was so cute. It was like a little blue, juicy zip. I'm like, man, it was so cute.
What was
I go
Juicy?
thrifting.
Was that a brand?
Juicy
Yeah,
Couture.
like Juicy Couture.
Juicy
Like,
Couture.
They had the best smelling perfumes. They
Oh,
had, I would
It's like
the
the
thing. It's actually at my bag, my makeup bag. It's a
Juicy Couture.
Yeah,
And they used to sell these jumpsuits. I'm sure they still do. They're probably outrageously.
I have a purple just jacket.
Yeah.
Of it, but I broke the zipper.
No.
Oh.
Well, now you need to learn how to fix it.
I know.
But yeah, so yeah, they make like the matching jumpsuits, like the blue.
Like they started the trendy tracksuits.
Yes. And they're like soft fabric and not like.
Like velour.
Yes.
Like velour tracksuits.
Yeah, so that's what Juicy is. Juicy. And you'd see like the women, they used to have the tracksuits with the juicy on the butt. It'd say juicy. No?
I think so.
No?
Yeah.
I think of like Paris Hilton, like Lindsay Lohan,
Yes.
like in like
Oh
their
my
era.
God.
Like I don't know. At least I.
What was their show? What was their show called?
Oh, The Simple A.
The Simple Life.
Yeah.
Did you watch that?
I've seen The Simple Life.
Did you watch it though? Like, was it your show?
No, that wasn't my show.
No. What about you?
I watched parts of it. I mean, it was
Like,
a
it wasn't
little
it.
before. Yeah, I was like, I usually would watch Paris Hilton's My BFF, like stuff like that. Like,
Yeah, I love Paris. Did you watch her one about her wedding?
No, I No, she just got married though pretty recently.
Yeah, like a few months ago. She posted like a Netflix documentary
Oh.
about her wedding.
I
Yeah,
should.
she had like 3 different dresses, of course. I'm like, man,
What a wedding that would have been.
I know. Speaking of weddings, Jennifer, J-Lo, and Ben Affleck just got married.
What?
Yeah, and there was a wedding crasher, and they snuck a video of her serenading him and leaked it to TMZ. I'm like, yeah, J-Lo's mad.
Damn.
Yeah.
Wait,
They got married like last week.
J-Lo's, who's she married to?
She was married to A-Rod.
And they're not a thing.
No, they're gone. They're done. Her and Ben Affleck used to date, and then were they married? No, they weren't.
No, they were engaged.
Yeah, and then they broke it off,
And then she went with Mark Anthony.
Yeah.
I think.
Yep. And then it was A-Rod.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then they got divorced, and then
She's back with Ben.
now she's back with Ben Affleck.
Shit,
What a
dude.
ride.
Rekindled love. Beautiful
That's
people.
what's up.
Yeah. Friends and I were watching Hustlers the other night. You seen that with J-Lo?
Yeah.
And like we're talking about J-Lo's like 50 is still like smoking hot. like and we were like going over like her diet and like Googling it, and she's like so ridiculously healthy. Never, not ridiculously, but like it's incredible. Good for her. And she doesn't drink alcohol, doesn't smoke, doesn't do any, like has 1 cheat meal a week. I know. But also I was like telling that to Franz. He's like, she also probably has a chef. I'm like, ah.
Yeah, it's easy if like it tastes like
Right.
good and it's prepared.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If I had an in-home chef, I wouldn't look like Lita, but I could.
You
The
don't think
possibility
you don't
is
think
there.
you wouldn't let somebody like come and cook for you?
I would, no, I'm saying I would, but I'm saying I wouldn't look like J-Lo if somebody came and cooked for me. But no, yeah.
Make it easier to get to look like her.
That's true. That would be so cool, though. I'd be like, I need a meal prep for the next day. 6 meals. And then they're like delicious, fresh, hot,
That's
That's
what I
first
want.
hot fire.
I've been looking for that.
A personal chef?
Well, at least someone that could fucking meal prep. Because the meal prep services that we found,
They're outrageous.
well, it's
Not
just
worth
it's
it.
not enough.
Oh.
Like I need 2 of these.
Yeah.
But then like it's like no.
If you buy the food, I'll cook it.
Think about it.
Also need a fee.
Where's
Just kidding.
nice home cooked meal?
Yeah.
I'll think about it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because I we cooking some red Thai, some creamy red Thai curry chicken tonight.
Ooh.
With rice and cabbage. And
So you like to cook?
I love to cook.
You love to cook.
Yes.
Do you love to cook?
Kind of.
You
I mean,
love
I-
to cook, or do you
no,
like to cook?
I like to cook.
Okay.
I love to cook. I don't like to do the dishes afterwards.
Gotcha.
But I do them, and then it's like,
Like I like to cook. I just don't like how long it takes and the mess
Yeah.
that it makes. But it's fun. It's cool.
yeah.
Sometimes it's short.
So if I clean up as I go, then I'm like, okay, feel good about it. Feel really good. And then it's cooking, and you're like, oh, I got no mess, nothing.
Gotcha. Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Man.
prefer not.
Yeah. I made this hot fire Korean barbecue spicy Dr. Pepper chicken, like barbecue, like a whole hot fire. It was so good. I made like an entire pack of chicken, like it was huge, right? And it was 4 of us. It was me, Franz, and then our 2 friends who came and stayed with us while they were looking for a house. It was gone. It was gone.
That's
I was checking
awesome.
on the cats, and I hadn't eaten yet, and I went back, and there was like 1 little piece. I'm like,
Holy
yo!
shit.
They were like, that was the best meal. Like, I was like, yo, man. That's a compliment. I take it. It's
Yeah.
good. No,
That's cool.
I appreciate it.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. So I do. I really like to cook. And now we did I sent you a free Green Chef
Oh yeah.
box.
Yeah.
I'll give you a free Green Chef box too. I'll text
So,
you. So you just pay for the shipping. It's like $9, and then you get 5 days of meals for 2 people. And it's like how it gives you every single portion, everything. Like you don't have to do anything except for cook it and like put it together.
Yeah, like perfect portions. Just throw it in.
Exactly. It's so easy. And so we've been keeping those recipe cards. And so tonight we're making like it was a recipe that we had, but tonight I'm reamping it a little. So I'm excited about it.
Yeah, we did that. Have you tried HelloFresh?
Yes.
Yeah. It's same concept, right?
It's Green Chef is owned by HelloFresh.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So
Like it's just like another company. You can still get the Frey box, but it's just a step it's like a healthier, quicker option. They have like more like vegan or paleo options if like you're into that. But
my rule is for it to bleed red.
needs to bleed. Oh
Red.
man,
Red. Yeah.
Okay.
So we were like, oh, plants bleed. No. Like
I get that.
Plants bleed. They might. I don't know.
yeah, but it needs to be red.
It's not red.
Too.
Yeah.
I
Right.
need a Harvey. It needs to be red.
Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, but they come with a lot of good food.
Nice.
So definitely worth it.
Yeah.
Portions are not super big. So Franz will be like starving a little bit. So I'll have to make like extra rice on the side so he can. I've never eaten so much rice in my life. From before I met Franz, I never really had rice. And then afterwards, now it's like an islander thing because he's born and raised in Jamaica. And just every meal, no matter how big of a meal it is, you have to have rice on the side. Like, okay. Even if you have like potatoes, mac and cheese, veggies, like the full meal, and like some other sides, whatever, rice has to be included.
I have a friend that's Filipino.
Yeah.
And he's the same way.
With the rice, man.
Yeah.
What is it? The jasmine sticky rice
Yeah.
or rice and peas. I've mastered those.
Okay.
Rice and peas.
No, he just does like white rice. Like,
Yeah.
yeah.
Just
has to.
everything.
It
Yeah.
has to.
Goes with everything.
Yeah.
I do love rice.
Yeah. Because now our thing is I'll make like extra rice at night and then in the morning I make breakfast fried rice for him to take with him.
Sounds delicious.
Oh yeah, it's so good. My God. Mastered it. So good. Ari loves it. He eats it.
Sounds good. Sounds quick.
Yeah, sounds good. I'm not a breakfast person. Are you a breakfast person?
No, that's the only thing I cook. I like to cook breakfast.
You do?
Yeah. I like cooking. What? I like breakfast every day.
You a breakfast person?
No.
No?
I'm a coffee and a
Something?
coffee.
Just some.
Just coffee, really, and like maybe some. I usually eat what is left on Ari's plate. Like I don't want it to go to waste.
Yeah.
Like a few grapes or something. Like no big deal. And I'm like, oh, cool.
How come you don't like breakfast?
I don't know. I feel like if I eat breakfast, I end up being really tired.
I do get you.
Yeah.
I do like nap after
You get
because it
itis.
takes such a long time
Yeah.
to like make it, and then after you eat it, you're just like,
And then you're like, I have to clean it up, and then you're standing for so long, and you're like, man, okay, I haven't even had a chance to rest this morning, and my coffee's cold at this point. I had cold coffee this morning.
Damn.
And I was like, I should heat it up, but I was finally sitting down. I was like, nope, that's not happening.
"It's iced coffee today. It is."
Love it. It's delicious. But if Ari eats a big breakfast, he has a really good nap.
Oh, so that's the
So I'll eat lunch. Usually what we had for dinner the night
tactics,
before.
dude.
I have lunch, and then I make
There's
a
a
fresh
strategy.
dinner. Exactly.
Okay.
Then I make a fresh dinner almost every night.
Nice.
Why don't you like breakfast?
Yeah.
It makes me feel sluggish.
That's like, yeah. Like
Also, I'm scared that I'm gonna eat too much during the day, and then like if
Yeah.
I eat like say like 800 calorie breakfast or something,
yeah.
then it's gonna send me back
I
800
get you.
calories. I'd rather make up for it at night,
Yeah.
if I need to.
I usually feel like I have to have a meal before I go to the gym. I feel like, and that's why I'm like, if I start
That makes sense.
If I start it with like a good strong like breakfast, then I can just feel ready whenever I need to throughout the day to go.
Interesting.
Yeah. I used to be a breakfast person. I'd have 4 egg whites, and I'd have half a cup of oats with cinnamon, and some olive oil butter, and then half a grapefruit every day.
Damn.
It's like a power breakfast, yeah.
Yeah. The grapefruit.
Oh, I love grapefruit. I could eat that all day.
And then what happened?
I don't
It's
know.
time.
I just stopped. I don't know. Being a mom. Nobody eats the grapefruit but me. I don't know. I just eat plain, man. I love grapefruit.
Yeah.
My grandfather did too. He would like straight up cut that thing in half and then like cut the edges around and then eat it with a spoon out of the fucking.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
Good. Yeah. Sprinkle
wild.
some sugar on it.
Yeah.
I like doing that too.
Yeah.
I don't even need the sugar. It's so good. When I was deployed to Jordan, they didn't have grapefruit, and I was like, if that was that time, I'm like grapefruit fiend because I was like so skinny and like that was like my power meal. And then the chow hall closed down, so they were serving food out of tents, and the food was disgusting. So I ate literally like just everything from the salad bar. And I was like literally like this big. It was ridiculous. And then all they had was grapefruit juice, but it was like actual grapefruit juice, like squeezed grapefruit. And so I like made friends with like the Jordanians who were serving, and they were like, "Oh, you can only have 2 max." I'm like, "Come on." So I bring like 4 or 5 juice boxes with me. I'm like, "Let's do it." Survived off of it. So good. I love grapefruit. But now the grapefruit juice here in America has like so much sugar in it, and there's no like genuine yet. I have found yet.
There's no pulp.
Yeah, but I want the pulp. I want it.
You want to chew it.
I do like pulp.
I like pulp as well. I didn't as a kid. I was like orange juice and stuff. Hated it with pulp. My stepdad loved it. Extra pulp.
Really?
But now I'm like, oh, so good. I like to have the little flavor.
A little treat.
You lose it in your mouth.
Wild, dude.
It's so gross.
So I didn't. The only time that I had juice, as a kid, was fresh.
Okay.
But like not in a
Love
good, like
that.
not in like a because it's organic. No, 'cause we're broke and we only bought water. So
Oh. Hey, that's cool.
like my grandpa would get a box of oranges. So we'll just like that'll be like our fruit.
Oh my god, yum.
So we'll have like the orange juice would be fresh.
Yeah.
And I remember coming to America and like trying orange juice without pulp, like super weird. And then finding out that you get it with pulp, but then trying it and be like, this is not
Fresh.
this
is
is
fake
not
pulp.
this is
Yeah.
not pulp, dude. Like
What is this?
Pulp. I know what pulp tastes like.
Yeah.
This.
What did you put in this
Yeah.
to make it feel like pulp?
yes, I know what you mean.
Yeah.
It's wild.
It is wild.
Yeah. But I heard that breakfast being the most important meal of the day was a marketing play by the cereal companies
To like
I
sell
believe
milk
it.
and cereal.
or something. Like, yeah, probably. Like,
Yeah.
milk.
They like teamed up the cereal and milk. They're
Yeah.
just like, you need cereal every day. Like,
Man. And then you had that sugary ass cereal, and you couldn't have just one bowl. I mean,
It's
fucking-
good, dude.
yeah.
Dude,
fucking
even
Fruit
nowadays,
Loops,
dude.
Oh
I'm
my
like,
god.
please give it to me.
Yeah, man. The Lucky Charms, forget about it. Like
Those
yeah.
marshmallows. You said I can have marshmallows for breakfast.
Exactly.
I'm gonna have 3 bowls.
Yep. And they
Reese's
came out
Puff.
with Lucky Charms, only the marshmallows. I'm like, oh my.
what?
Yeah,
They did.
bro.
I didn't have those.
It was.
Yeah.
When was this?
That was kind of more Reese.
Yeah, it was recently.
Yeah, no, I'm sure, but I'm like,
Oh, not when I was a kid. No.
Oh yeah, it's like
right, but I'm saying like, where did you get these so I could get them?
Oh, I think like Walmart. I think Walmart has some.
They
Oh
have them everywhere now.
my god, Cocoa Puffs. Oh, making me hungry
Cinnamon Toast
again.
Crunch. I know. I need some cereal now.
You got cereal?
Yeah, but it's probably like high protein.
Yeah.
Fucking.
I like Honey Bunches of Oats too.
Yeah, we don't.
Good one.
Super good. Yeah.
With almonds.
Brooklyn likes the that's the only time we buy cereal is for Brooklyn. It's for we get the fruit and yogurt. Yeah. It's like fruit and yogurt like Special K, Kellogg's, yeah. So it's like kind of healthy, but it has like strawberries and like yogurt chunks, and it's
Is
like
it good?
so good.
How come you guys don't get cereal?
I don't know, I just don't really eat it. We used to get
Because you eat the whole box, probably.
I mean, that's probably what,
Damn.
Yeah.
It'll be gone in a week.
Yeah, seriously.
I have that every day before bed. I used to always do it.
Oh my god,
So bad.
Yeah.
Because it's the best at night.
So when Brooklyn goes back to Georgia and there's like a little bit left in the box, I'm like, pull myself some fucking cereal. Ari's in bed. Franz is flying back with her. I'm just sitting on the couch watching trash TV, eating some fucking delicious ass cereal.
Have you watched some vintage trash TV? Like I'm talking about like some old school, like
Real World.
no,
Like what?
like Trading Spouses or whatever.
What?
Some like A&E, like reality.
Wife swap or
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude.
Or Nanny 911.
I was just
Yeah,
gonna
dude.
say,
Like that is like.
Some
That was a good
kids,
one.
man, are oh my god. Some kids are terrible.
But then, do you think? I guess now as a mom, like,
Listen,
what do you think of the mom?
What do
at
I
that
think
point?
of the mom?
Yeah, like, do you think it's? I guess now, because I'm sure you have a different perspective.
I do. So a lot of the times, well, I mean, just about every time, right? Your child becomes, I don't want to say like they become a certain way because of how you are, and because of like. So when a child is acting out, they say like your child's acting out. Okay, your child is acting out something that your child needs. Like why are they acting out? What are they doing? So I've noticed, like, if I am on my phone, like, doing some work or whatever, just for, like, even just a little bit, Ari does not like it. Like, he'll do anything to get my attention at that point. Like, take off his diaper and, like things like that. Like, things he knows are going to, like, make me go over to him. And, like, so really, I mean, it's, I don't want to say lack of parenting, but people choose to have, like, tons of kids and then not be able to give them their attention. And because of that, they become little nightmares, like fucking nightmares, man. Like 911, that's what happened. Parents would work and they'd be like, okay, I never see my parents and I don't get any attention from them. So I don't know how to feel love. So I'm going to act out because I'm not feeling that love. So I'm going to do anything to get your attention and feel your love.
Yeah.
So it's just wild to see, man. Like,
well, so what I was thinking about, I agree with what you're saying.
Yeah.
But I'm just, like, I have limited exposure and limited experience.
Right.
But I remember, like, when I was looking up some of those old school trash TV, because that is cringe. Like,
oh my God.
Like, go back to that shit now and look at, like,
It's so bad.
A&E fucking TV shows. It's so cringy. And I'm like, damn, this show's on TV. But I just remember that show making it, like, blaming the kid. Like, oh, this kid is so bad. And I mean, yeah, the kid was the one that's doing it, but like,
and that's like, it's the parents. It's the parents.
And I was like, dude, like, the only reason why he's doing this shit is because there's something going on, right, at home that has.
And there's been a lot of research done since then that it is, and that's like, remember I was saying that I watched that doctor do that TED talk about how you have the first 3 years not to fuck up your kid.
Yeah.
And so it comes with, like, the attention and all of that stuff. Like, so now there's been way more research done about it, and that, it isn't the kid, it's the parents.
That's fucking crazy,
isn't it? It's like when you go home with that little baby, like, you have created a human being. And now you are in charge of shaping that little human's mind and making it a positive mind.
Yeah.
So that they don't do fucked up shit. Which, I mean, they probably still will. I mean, every kid does. Let's be honest.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, Ari can be a handful sometimes. But, like, not really. I mean, he's like a normal kid. Mm-hmm. He's figuring out his life and his emotions and all that kind of stuff. And so, I mean, I parent with kindness. Sometimes I raise my voice a tiny bit, but not often. And I try to give him all of my attention. And so I saw this quote the other day, and I know this has nothing to do with marketing, but it's fine. Motherhood.
This whole podcast.
Podcast now. We haven't even talked to it. It's fine. I saw this quote the other day that said, I just lost my train of thought now that I was.
You saw this quote. We're talking about parenting. You parent with kindness.
Oh my God.
Raise your voice sometimes.
Oh, it was like, your child needs at least one person in their life where the sun rises and sets with them. Like, where that child is like, you are end all be all, like, you have everything of me. Like, they need one person in their life to give that to them, and they'll be okay.
That's cool.
So I try to be that for Ari.
It's beautiful.
Thank you. Yeah. It's like when he wakes up, positive, put on some music, he dances around, like we dance around. Sometimes he wakes up and he's fussy. So sometimes, like, mornings now, I try to go upstairs with a banana. And then he's like, man, he's like, starts our day off good. This morning his belly was upset, so he was kind of grouchy this morning. But yeah, I mean, just I try to make his days as enjoyable as possible, because it is just me and him right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, and give him my attention. It is hard sometimes, I will say, like, starting the company and everything. It's definitely hard to give him my full attention sometimes, but it's not often. Like yesterday, when we were on that call with Logan.
Oh, yeah.
And Ari was fussing out, man, because I had been pushing him in his little car for, like, most of the day. That's all he wanted to do. He wanted to sit in the car and have me push him around. And the little car's, like, doors open. So he's like, push. So I, like, had to stop doing that while we were on the call. And he's like, push. I was so upset. Yeah. So, and then he had, the ear infection. And that's also probably tied in with the upset belly. So, The moral of the story is, you can be, you don't, I don't know. I don't even know where I was going with that. But
No, well, we're talking about that. Like these shows will villainize these kids,
like
dude.
kids are not the problem.
Yeah.
Like if,
Gotta
and
listen.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
You gotta listen and know their emotions and like why are they feeling this way? Be like why? If I tell you like you look bad, like and then you feel bad, why do you feel bad? You feel bad because I made you feel bad. So as a kid and your mind is being shaped, if you're told like you're a piece of shit every day, you're gonna believe you're a piece of shit. And if you told like you're worthless or I don't love you or you get hit or like all that shit, like kids are not the problem. Kids are tiny little fresh canvases that you paint. You paint, you create.
Yeah.
And parents like, and it's like dogs too, right? Dogs are another thing. Pit bulls. People are like, oh, pit bulls are so dangerous. So no,
train 'em.
Exactly. You train them. Like you don't train kids, but like you.
Yeah.
Got
Well,
it.
I think like with dogs, what I found to be just really beneficial is like, well, you know, if you could get bored, it's because you have too much energy,
Yeah.
right? And that's okay. But then it's my responsibility to
Right.
like provide you with the support
Exactly.
necessary to exceed that energy.
Exactly.
The only thing with the pit bull is like you can't let them off the leash to go run, so like somebody has to go with them, you know. So
Yeah. So it's just
Yeah.
It's just all these shows. Yeah, you're right.
that's why I'm like, this shit
victim-
is cringe.
Yeah, man.
Bro, like
it's so bad. Because it's not the kids,
It's-
man. It's you as the parent. You're fucking up your kids. Don't fuck up your kids.
Don't fuck up your kids.
And
yeah, that shit's wild. Or like the first season of Jersey Shore too.
oh my god,
That's just
Like that one is because like
Run.
there's never been anything like this. You know,
It made history.
before they I think they were the first show to become a meme
maybe I don't know.
because
everywhere.
The Shore Store, man. Shore
Yeah.
Store whore. Remember those shirts they had? Oh my god.
so violent.
yeah, because so many sayings came from that
Yeah.
season, and
Oh my god.
I don't remember any other show having that level of impact
Yeah.
around that time.
No, Snooki made that poof. Everybody was like, "Oh, her hair's too big." By the end of the season, all you saw was
Poof.
poofs.
And the blinged out glasses.
Oh, yeah.
The boots. Like,
Everything. Trashy clothes, like, oh man, just
Oh yeah,
the reset culture a little bit. You know, they did do that.
the what?
The reset culture, like they did do that a little bit. Just a little bit. Like as funny as it is, like
Yeah.
They were everywhere. Like you
Yeah.
could not escape it. Like they were on South Park.
Yeah.
They did like at the MTV Movie Awards. Like
Oh my God.
They were all they had a little Twilight skit. Like,
Yeah.
Michael
Man.
Cera, like everyone.
yeah. Jenny does not even look like she did then. She's had so much plastic surgery done.
Really?
Yeah.
Were you following the drama?
With
Her and
Snooki?
No.
her and her husband,
Yeah.
Giovanni.
No,
That's
no, no,
Snooki.
no. That's Snooki.
I thought
Roger.
Roger. Were you following the
Roger.
drama?
A little bit.
So,
not too much. I don't know too much.
I like,
they're both divorced now, aren't they?
yeah.
And they have their own little show.
Oh no, Jenny is divorced, not Snooki. I don't think.
Okay.
I thought she was divorced.
Yeah.
To Google we go.
Yeah.
Well, I don't-
Well, the only thing that I saw with Jenny and Roger was that, I came across like a TMZ thing, and it was like basically, Roger had called the cops on Jenny, but then they ended up taking him instead, or something like that.
Yeah. Like
That's
I
kind of
just-
like what and then I was like, oh, this is like really
Man.
trashy. Like, I want nothing to do with this.
Is that Coltrane Lane? Jesus.
So, yeah, I don't know what happened. So what happened?
Well, I just know that they're like that.
Jenny.
Like what you said, that they ended up taking him. It's because like they saw like video footage. Like there's video footage in the house of like him like being abusive towards her. So it's just like, hey, like you were the aggressor. Like, you know, I mean, not to say that like, you know, I mean, not to defend his actions, but you know, like they were both just in a very toxic situation, and it like escalated, and they got divorced after, because it was really like he was very aggressive with her. Like no need, like she wasn't in that video like acting like out really like too aggressively the way he was, from what I saw. you know. So I just saw like that a snippet of like that video, and I was like, oh, shit, okay.
And that led to the divorce.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then that's when she went on like the show, like the vacation, like Jersey Shore family vacation. Like, that happened right before the show.
Yeah.
Yeah. She like dated that little.
Yep, she's engaged now to somebody new.
Oh, to the wrestler, right?
Yeah. His name's Zach.
Yeah.
Zach.
I did remember seeing that.
Basically everything you just said about Roger. It's totally true. Roger Matthews. Yeah, she's engaged now.
And then Snooki.
Let's do Snooki.
I feel like she's still married.
Is she?
I feel like she is.
Oh.
I don't know though. I feel like my mom would tell me
Gianni.
she loves Jersey
That's
Shore.
his name.
Yeah.
Yes, they're still married. They got married in 2014. And they have 2 kids.
The little girl looks exactly like her.
Oh my God, so cute.
She's a little cheerleader too. My mom loves Jersey Shore. So like
What?
Dude, like all the reruns, she stays watching them.
So is she watching Family
Mom,
Vacation?
yeah. Oh yeah. I need to ask her about it.
So cute. Oh, she's pregnant with her 3rd.
Oh wow.
Oh no, this was 2021. Now they have 3 kids.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh, I thought they had 2.
So they're still married.
Oh, okay, this is most recent.
Okay.
Yeah.
Super cute. Yeah, Gianni, not Giovanni. But yeah, same guy.
Dude.
2014.
Remember when he went to Italy and then
That's
he
what-
just
yes.
fucking
I
booked
can't
it?
believe that.
He left.
God.
And she was like, did you just fucking... Man.
The way she was running in those streets.
Yes.
With those heels.
Dude,
and
that
Jenny's
was
like, hey,
fucking
like,
heartbreaking. Poor thing.
Bro. He was like, oh no, bro, I'm out. I'm out of here.
Oh my God. So bad.
That's fucked up, dude.
Yeah.
That is mean.
For him to just bounce like that?
Yeah. In a country like she doesn't understand the
As
language.
drunk as she was, like,
Yeah.
come on, dude. You
And
made
then-
her chase you.
And then his
Exactly.
excuse like, oh, my mom changed my flight already and I have to leave.
Yeah.
It's like,
Yeah, you did all of that traveling just to be like, you know what, you pissed me off this night. I'm going back home. Like, you
Yeah,
couldn't have just
dude.
given her like a couple days. Like, even if you're mad, like,
yeah,
sleep
go
on-
home,
sleep
dude.
on
Like,
it.
fucking
Like,
sleep. Like,
exactly.
talk about it
So
tomorrow
crazy.
and then leave.
she was crying like bloody murder. She was like, it's so
It
mean.
was so sad.
That's fucked up.
Yeah.
Damn, dude.
And
Like, don't you know who she is? Like, did you not do your research?
And that's what
before
everyone was
y'all-
saying too. Just like, you met her like at one of her raunchiest of times. Like
Right.
you know what she does and how she gets down.
We've all
like,
seen the t-shirt dresses that don't cover the ass. Like what? And she
we've
doesn't
seen
wear
the
underwear.
first season of Jersey Shore. Like I don't know.
Come on, no underwear, fucking flashing her coochie everywhere. Like,
Like
come on.
everyone has a good idea of who she is. As like it's fine.
Exactly.
Like it's not
Like,
anything out of
how would he not know that?
Exactly.
like all
You
she was
know?
doing was dance. Like I mean, yeah,
Yeah.
a little scandalous, but like that's who she was at the time. She was a little
was.
scandalous, and it wasn't like for everyone. It was for him. You know.
Yeah, she's a
I
sloot
defend
sloot.
it.
Slooty sloot. Her and Jay Wow.
They're having a good time.
Mm-hmm.
When in Italy, man.
Yeah, right. Sammy went MIA. She wasn't on the
Oh yeah.
newest show. Ron
I
was
thought-
though.
Yeah, I thought she did like the biggest power move of all time.
Yeah.
Like,
I
good
mean,
for her. You know, like,
They did her bad in that show, so good for her for being like, I'm not coming back.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
yeah.
But
Wait, what do you mean that did her bad?
Ron was a dick though.
yeah,
Wait,
like,
okay, like,
and no
do you
one
mean like
stepped
Jersey
in
Shore?
really.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh, yeah.
yeah. Like that as a whole,
Yeah.
like she didn't really benefit from that. Like she became a meme off of like
Oh, yeah.
her heartache.
Sammy Sweetheart.
I mean,
yeah.
you know, as funny as it was at the time, like looking back, like as an adult watching like them fight like that, it was like it's really sad
That's true,
Yeah.
dude.
that
I
person
didn't
that
think
like
about
let
it.
them do that. Like
Yeah.
I would be traumatized if that was like my relationship. Like
Yeah.
he trashed her. Like she was like on this bed.
On
and
the
he
bed,
didn't
he's trying
care.
to pull
Dude.
out. He's trying to
Yeah.
pull the mattress
And,
out.
like he broke her glass, like all this. I remember like she goes up to the balcony and she's like, "You broke my glasses," and he's like, "Well, don't you like what? Think about what you did." And she's like, "You've been cheating on me this whole summer, and I danced with one guy, and like that's what warranted this fight." Like it's crazy looking back and be like, no one really helped her out. I
shit.
wouldn't go back either. I'd be like,
yeah, fuck no.
you guys suck.
I'd be like, have y'all rewatched this? Because
Like, did you guys see what I was doing on this show? Like,
that is traumatic as fuck.
yeah. So I'm just
Yeah.
like, I believe
As an adult, I'm like, damn, girl, I'm sorry that we thought that was cool.
That's true. I didn't even think about it. Look at that.
Yeah, he
Until-
was
Crazy.
he was a fucking.
Well, no, I do remember that. I do
Yeah.
remember
Yeah.
just him. Like, I remember one time, like I was watching a rerun, and I was like 24, 25, probably, and he was like, "Oh, like I'm ready to." He's like, "I'm ready to get creepy" or something like that.
Oh, ew, yeah.
And then I was like,
Ew.
"Oh, that is like the worst thing that you could say." Like, you
Yeah.
know, and I was like,
Stage 5 clingers. They came up with that. They said that.
I was like
Gym
"Ugh."
tan laundry. GTO.
Yeah.
Grenade.
grenades. Oh my God. And oh my God, that's so
funny.
I literally, on my time hop on my Facebook, there was literally a post that I posted when I was in college, tagging like all my roommates of talking about grenades. And I was like, I can't remember where that came from, but you just jogged my memory. The fucking
so good.
grenades. Oh my God.
They had a grenade whistle.
Yep. Oh my God.
Yeah.
So funny.
Yeah, see, I think that's iconic.
Yeah.
That's
And
it.
it still holds up.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
I'd rewatch it and be like, yes.
Yeah,
It's a grenade.
yeah.
So funny. I do love Polly and Vinny
They were funny.
and Mike. I don't like Mike, but I like Polly and Vinny.
What about now? He's sober.
Who, Mike? Oh, I don't know. I haven't really done research on. Pauly D, though, used to DJ in Providence, which is where my school was like
Did you see him like before?
I've never seen him. No.
Oh.
No, I've never seen him. But he would like come back to Providence and like DJ.
Nice.
That was yeah. Like when I was in school, but I mean I never saw him. I never went there, but just pretty cool. I was like, you're so close to me.
Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, no, he's cool. And
Pauly D.
yeah,
Vinny.
I watched this.
Fred,
I know.
passing that on. Woo. That was a strong one.
I was like gonna talk and I was like, no, it's overtaking it.
It's coming. Check away.
I watched this like the double shot of love
Oh yeah.
with Vinny and Polly.
Dating
Do you watch that?
No, I've never seen it. I know what you're talking about, but I've never seen it.
Do you watch it?
I've never seen it either,
No?
but
It's whack, dude. It's
Is
like,
it?
I don't think it would hit
It's
the
them
same.
trying to like.
well, they're trying to redo. It's like a combination of
Shot
like,
at Love and like
dude,
stuff
like the
that.
original,
Flavor of Love,
the
like
original
stuff
shot.
like that
Flavor
is so
of
good. Like
Yeah. Oh,
talk
that
about
one.
OGs. Like
Dude.
that's a good one.
OGs of OGs.
I was sad to find out that it was all fake.
I mean, you know what? I think it was quality moments.
But then, like, you just can't fake.
there's some
Like
stuff
New
that
York,
can be fake. Like
New
there's
York
too
spitting on
much.
pumpkin, dude. Like you
No, that was
cannot.
opposite. Pumpkin spit on New York. Like,
Oh, that's right.
my
That's right.
God.
That's right. That's
no,
right.
yeah, you cannot
Yeah,
fake
yeah. Like that
that
scene
and then when
though.
she cried too
Like that
after Flavor of
scene.
Love.
That scene. You can't.
Dang.
Yeah.
What do you mean you don't know?
I know what the show is, and I've seen a few episodes, but I don't know the characters like that. Man.
Oh no,
Gotcha.
it was too iconic.
Yeah,
it
it
was
was-
burned in my memory.
Okay, maybe
Like
not.
I was just a kid watching this, like, oh my God, these women. Is that what it's gonna be like?
Yes.
Yes.
That is exactly.
Out in this
Yeah.
crazy world. Oh
Thrown
my
into
God.
one house, fighting over a man.
Yeah, kind of whack. But they try to recreate that with a double shot of love with Vinny and Pauly, and it was not the same, dude. Because like, well, all the girls that are there, they're all influencers of some caliber.
That's lame.
So they're already like, they're there for the fame, and then they know it, and it's like, well, and the reason is because they believe that nobody's gonna date them just because they're genuinely interested in them is gonna be for fame. And I was like, well, I guess like in theory, because nobody's not gonna know who you are,
Right.
right?
Bad way to go into it though.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
It's like you didn't even give yourself a chance. Right? Come on, go
You
out
don't know.
there.
Yeah.
that's why it's not the same, dude. But
Yeah,
then
it's
Pauly
not.
D found this girl there.
Did he?
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, I heard.
Are they together
Yeah,
right now?
they're still together. Yeah,
Oh, I love that for them. Good for them.
she's crazy.
Is she? Oh my God.
Like the
I feel
first
like-
day,
Oh my God.
she was like, "I don't want anybody talking to my man."
She knew.
Like she knew that was her man. She knew.
But then Pauly didn't even pick her
Oh my God.
Oh no.
because he had to choose between like two people, and he was like, "You know what? I don't have to pick."
Okay, that's hilarious. Gotta be the. How do you feel being the one that Polly didn't pick?
I know.
And now you're still with him.
Yeah,
But I mean, hey, she won overall, so.
yeah.
It's
So,
not publicly.
but it's
I
wild,
wonder
though,
if she
dude.
brings that up in fights.
I would every
Yeah.
chance. I'm
Like, you
like, oh, you're
didn't
gonna be mad at me right now? Well, you didn't pick me, so
Yeah.
who's really hurt?
How long would you hold on to that though?
Till I feel good and ready.
Till it no longer burns. It no longer stings the
Till I
soul.
fuck up, and then he has something. I'm like, okay, we can all forgive. We can
Yeah,
forgive.
we're gonna-
we can forgive now. We don't have to keep doing this to each other.
Balance is out.
Damn.
No, I'm just kidding. No,
Yeah.
I mean, you know,
Kidding,
you never
kinda.
know. Like,
Women are crazy, man.
it depends on how
Right.
bad it hurt.
In good ways.
Right.
Yeah. It depends.
No,
on
what I
how
said
it hurt.
yesterday is women are creative, just men are too stupid to understand.
I believe that 1,000%. Because even when men say we're not funny, I'm like, yo, the funniest person I know is indeed a woman.
Yes.
Like, I'm so sorry.
Exactly.
Who's the funniest person you know? Oh.
Myself.
Myself.
I make myself
I'm a
laugh on
funny
a daily
woman.
basis.
Just kidding. But yeah, no, I feel like mostly, I mean, guys are funny, but like it's a certain type of funny.
Yeah.
Most of the times. No, there's like sometimes guys are like creative with it, but
Yeah.
there's always just like a general.
But
idea.
there's a level of stupidity that needs to be achieved first, you know,
Definitely.
for a guy to be funny.
Yeah. And I like male comedians more than I like women comedians. Only because women comedians, it seems like nowadays they have to be so ridiculously raunchy with it to be funny. To like people, yeah, and like they're too raunchy with it. Like Amy Schumer, like I love her. She's awesome. But like literally she gave birth and then like 2 months later she went on stage and was like showing her birth underwear that she was wearing. Like, what are you doing,
like,
girl?
there's some things we can.
Yeah, exactly. I know. I will say Taylor Tomlinson. She's a comedian, and she's
Is
like,
she the millennial one?
yeah, she's like
Okay.
24, and she's so funny, talking about mental health and joking about it. And she'll like ask her audience members, be like, "Oh, is anybody here on antidepressants?" And they're all like, "Whoa!"
All the other.
Yeah, right. And she's like, "Oh, tell me what are you on?" And she's like telling her all the audience members telling her the medications, and she's like, "Oh, that's cool." She's like, "Yeah, I would never share something that personal." Like, just, I'm like, she's just witty and funny, so I like her a lot. And she's not like super raunchy.
You know who Amy Wong is?
No.
Yeah,
You know who she is?
she did a stand up when she was pregnant.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So her first episode or her first special was really funny. Mm-hmm. Her second one, when she was pregnant, I didn't think it was as funny because exactly that. But I think that's, in my opinion, that's the same way that I feel with male comedians. Because it's like, oh, you have to be so fucking extreme. All the, and it's like, like.
There has to be like a good level of self-awareness, like as you're telling your jokes. It's like it could be a little overkill. Like we want you to be relatable, but sometimes like we like to just laugh at stuff.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's not like offensive or
You don't have to be offensive. Or
Right,
so,
and see, that's one of the things.
Yeah.
Like you have like the moment when you're getting something or achieving something at the expense of someone else without a person's consent. You know? A lot of times it just doesn't get. Like, it's not
it doesn't
that
hit
funny.
as
It's
hard.
not really like
Right.
funny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like it's shitty because I feel like it's hard for me to watch a fucking comedian without like I'm like, dude, like I'm bored.
Yeah.
You
I
know?
love like Kevin Hart. Oh my God, he's so funny. Kevin Hart. And then Dane Cook back in the day. You seen that guy?
I watched one of his specials in Comedy Central.
It was like Vicious Circle or is what it was called.
Was it the one that was on Comedy
Yeah,
Central?
I think so.
It's probably. I remember it being funny, but I don't remember like any jokes or anything.
Yeah, I mean, he was talking about how like women, like when they get mad, like you're fighting with your spouse or whatever, and they don't even have to yell. They just have to like do a stance and then like put their hand on the hip and look at you a certain way and say something like,
Are you serious?
yeah, you're like, you look stupid right now. And then they're like, and then it just sits in your mind and it resonates and it like plants the seed and it just grows and grows until one day you're like, I'm not stupid looking. Just,
Psychological warfare.
exactly. Like it was
As
so
women do.
exactly. I mean, we are the best stuff. But yeah, just really funny. I do actually watch that like on YouTube sometimes. Like I haven't in a while, but it's super funny.
I thought Ralphie May was funny.
Who?
Ralphie May. Ralphie May.
Oh my God, yes. He died. Ugh, poor guy.
Yeah.
He was funny. Super, super huge dude. Yeah.
Yeah, I like that because he just made fun of himself.
He did. I was like,
Yeah.
yeah.
And I think that's the best type of comedy.
Yeah. And what was the other guy? Fluffy.
Gabriel Iglesias.
Gabriel.
Yeah.
He died too, didn't he? No, maybe not.
I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't think so.
No,
I
Ralphie
feel like,
May. I know Ralphie May died, but I'm not sure.
Yeah, I don't think he did.
But he never felt a joke so hard when he was talking about, he was in like Colombia or something and he was getting coffee. You remember that joke?
Yeah.
And he's like, they're giving him like tiny little things of coffee. And he's like, no, I need like a tall one. So he's like, I drank that whole thing, shipped my pants. I'm like, yo. Oh, apparently Colombian coffee was like super strong or something.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's actually where he was, but
I think so.
yeah. But I'm like, man.
Or Puerto Rico or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like smell coffee. I'm like, time to poop. Man.
On cue.
On cue. So funny.
Yeah. I watched the Kevin Hart one where it looked like he was in his house.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know it was.
Because of COVID or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you think about that one?
I don't know. That was the one, right, where he was like accused of sexual assault or something. Remember that?
It was after that, yeah.
Okay. Because he was like accused, and then people were like shaming, like canceling him. He was like canceled for a while. I can't remember what happened.
Well, he made a tweet in like 2013.
Yeah. People go back to it. Yeah.
Or
let's see, Kevin Hart.
Or it was something that he said on his special that it was considered like inappropriate, and it came back to surface, and it was about to host the Oscars.
Oh, that's
and
right.
So he backed, like he was asked to do a public apology, so he did it, but then he also removed himself as the host.
Mm.
I did not hear about that.
Yeah.
I'm trying to find it. I'm gonna find it. I just need a minute. You talk. How long have we been on? We've been talking for a while.
2 hours.
Holy shit.
2 hours.
We haven't talked about anything due to marketing.
We talked about vegan leather.
Yes.
And the marketing plan.
We gotta talk about something about marketing right now. Think of something off your head. Say it.
I actually read this book. There's
Okay.
a marketing. It's called like Meatball Sunday.
Start clip. Okay, go. Meatball Sunday. Okay.
And it talks about how creating or bringing two things that don't really are supposed to be together, but actually combining them, like a meatball sundae, even though it's not something that you would ever fucking order, but it's something that you could envision, and that sparks the thought of creativity, because creativity is the merging of two objects that have nothing in correlation.
I love that. Okay,
Yeah.
a meatball sundae.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Talk about something about marketing. Egg.
And cut. And that's the end of the clip. That is going on our social media.
That's all we needed. Thank you.
That's all we needed.
Yeah.
Thank you. Just
Yeah.
needed that.
Your turn.
Sales funnels.
What about sales funnels?
Just made a sales funnel for our website.
Okay. What is a sales funnel?
So a sales funnel starts basically, it's a lead generation. It brings you leads, and then it goes leads to customers, leads to clients. So like think of like an upside down cone. So it starts broad with like random people, and then it just gets smaller and smaller, and people who want to learn more about what you do. So it all starts with, so it's a funnel cone. So it starts with something as simple as a question, like something that's going to intrigue you, like anything. It could be like, oh, do you want your business to make more money? And it's
Yes.
like, oh, yeah, I do. Let me just click this real quick. And then it brings you to this web page, which is what our web page is. And it's a video of our one and only Alan talking about marketing and how marketing and leads actually bring real revenue. And it's like, okay, if you like that, then schedule a free call. Then you schedule a free call, and you talk to them about their needs. You talk to them about what their company needs and how they're going to make money, and go over a strategy call and all this stuff. Next thing you know, they're like, okay, I'm a client. Now I'm going to pay you to do all the stuff that you just told me. Or they're going to be like, okay, thank you so much for the advice. And they're going to go on their merry way. But probably like 6 times out of 10, they're going to come back and they're going to hire you as a client, or hire you and they're going to become your client.
Yeah. It's because the prospect was pre-qualified already.
Yeah.
Right? Because they already want your service.
Yes.
So it's not just some fucking random person.
Right.
So if you think about like door knocking,
Yeah.
you don't door knock a random door. You're door knocking on a door that you know someone's home,
Exactly.
and they have the need for your product.
They're going to
Right.
be interested in what you're trying to.
Yeah. So that's what, we don't even have a website. We just have a funnel, sales funnel, just to get emails and schedule calls. And then you sign up on the website, and it automatically generates an email to your email. Say like you, Sylvia, you sign up. You're like, Sylvia, here's my email. You click it. And then it's like, thank you so much. We look forward to connecting with you. And then it automatically generates an email that gets sent to you. It's like, hey, click this link to schedule a time that works best for you. And then you click it, opens up a calendar, and then you set an appointment. And then all that appointment spreads to all of our calendars. So we all are aware of the appointment.
Alrighty.
And then we get
Love
the email
it.
and the name and the business. And then we do some research on the business. And then we figure.
Everyone's in the loop.
Exactly.
We'll let everyone's in the loop, same page.
Yeah. And we're going to get you an email today.
Hear it? Woo. Oh, yeah, we were just going over stuff earlier, too, so just getting really pumped about it.
So just very cool. So I'm very excited. And
That's exciting.
so go to our website, The Powerhouse Media.
Say it like you mean it. Like, say it with that look.
Does that look? Go to our website, www.thepwrhousemedia.com.
Get the look.
Zoom
The
in.
or else. The or else look.
Do it. Trust me, you want to do it.
Yeah.
Yeah. You can subscribe your email. And then you can,
Are we going to be on YouTube?
yes, we're already on YouTube.
Oh.
That video that you sent me yesterday is our first YouTube video.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
We're on YouTube. All right.
So we need to publish those videos
Oh, yeah.
to our YouTube page.
I'll connect it to the repurpose.
We'll be doing it. We'll be publishing them.
Yeah.
Our producer, our podcast producer,
It'll be me.
officially,
Officially.
All right.
Sil Rams.
Rams, we're out here producing. We're out here editing.
Sil Rams.
podcasts.
Yeah. Well, cool.
Do people call you Sil?
Yeah. It's a cat
What do you prefer?
Sylves is cool.
Sills?
Well, Sylves.
Sills. I love that.
Sills.
Like silly,
Yeah.
like Sills, but
Yeah.
Sil.
People
Yeah.
call me that.
Nervy.
My friend calls me Sylvie. But yeah.
Sylvie.
Yeah, it's either Sylves or Sylvie. I get that.
Sills.
But
Sills.
usually just my name.
I like Sills. I think that's super cute.
Yeah, it's fun. I like
Sil
that
Rams.
one too.
Sylvie.
Yeah.
Like Sylvie.
I like Sills. I'm gonna call you Sills. I'm gonna change your name on my
I think
phone.
that one's funner. That one's funner.
What do you like?
I mean, I never grew up with a nickname. Like, I
Yeah.
had like an embarrassing one, and I'm not going to put it on the podcast now because I won't repeat it.
Tell us what it is.
Okay. Just kidding. No, it was saliva. It was gross. And I used to be so grossed out by spit as a kid, and I was like, that's the worst thing someone could really say or do to me.
Saliva.
Yeah,
That's
and I'm
just mean.
Like, that's so mean. So,
Yeah.
like, as a kid, I never had a cool nickname. So now I'm like,
Me
anyone
either.
gives me cute ones, I'm like, I'll take it. That's cool. I like
Sills.
that.
I love Sills. That's super
Yeah,
cute.
no, it's like, that's cute. But,
Yeah. I did not have a nickname either.
Neither did I.
You have a cool name though. Like
Thank
I
you.
like your name. Like that's why I'm always like, "Hey Carson," because I just want to say it. I'm like, "That's cool. That's a cool name."
Yeah. I like it now. When I was growing up, you heard all the jokes, right? Carson City, Carson Daly. Isn't that a boy's name?
It's like, and that's what makes it cool.
I know. I'm like, okay. People see Carson Bruce Sam and they're like, oh, it's probably a man. I'm going to message them. And then it's a woman.
You're like,
You're like,
"Hey."
hi. Yes. Born a woman.
I know. It took me a while to like my name too. I think now
Yeah.
I'm finally being like, all right, it's cool.
Yeah.
It's nice. It was passed down, so I'm like, yeah.
Oh, that's even more special.
Yeah, it's my
I
grandma's
love that.
Oh. That's cool.
I love that. What's her nickname?
Well, she passed away when my mom was really young, so that's why it's passed on to me. So she's like, let's keep her alive.
I love
So,
that.
yeah. So yeah, now like as I'm older, I'm like, it is actually like it means something.
It's a nice
cool.
name. It's not very common, but it's still very,
Yeah.
it's very pretty.
I get a lot of people like, hey, my nana's name's Sylvia. And I'm like, that's cool.
That's
Like I have one
cool.
named Sylvia too.
Yeah.
That's
What
cool.
about you? Alan?
Nah, I didn't have a nickname.
Al? No? Your middle name's D, so A-D. I guess it's... Because like Ari's James, so it could be A-J. So like,
That's
True.
cute. I like that.
but Ari's
Yeah.
name is too short, though.
Nari's cute too, like that.
I know, I
Cute
like it.
nickname.
I like it.
It's a really cute name. Yeah, no, I didn't have a nickname. The one thing that I got though was people asked me if my name was misspelled because it's ALEN
I know,
Yeah.
instead of A-N.
That took me a second when I first met you. I was
or
like, oh,
ALL.
Double L, yeah, that's another.
Yeah.
It's like Aaron. It's like double A, double R, no doubles. Like, spell it how you spell it, man. It's not spelled wrong. People be like, car and son.
it's like yeah.
Like, yeah. Like, oh, are you the son of a car? I'm like, you're so stupid.
What's
met-
funny? Oh, okay.
No, I met someone whose name was Ashley, but it was with an E. E-I. Ashley. And then it was like
Like
L-E-I-G.
L-E-I-G-H.
Yeah,
Yep.
Wow.
I knew an Ashley like that.
That'd be rough.
Rough. I'm like, what are you doing?
Wow.
Just spell it.
Why'd you set him up like that?
Yeah.
Come on.
You gotta set them up for failure.
Every time someone asks for your name, you have to explain to them.
Yeah.
Like it's annoying for like if your name was Ashley, just like with an E at the end, like that's annoying enough to get the Y, but that whole
Yeah.
come on.
I had a friend in college, and she actually joined the military. Her name was Megan, but it's spelled Megan, like Meaghan.
Yeah, I've seen that spelled like that.
Yeah. But Megan to me, I'm like Megan.
Right.
Megan.
Right.
Or Margot. My cousin's name is Margot.
That's
and
a
it's
cool name.
Margaux.
Okay.
I don't know why, but sometimes people will spell my name Slyvia, or like not even put in the A at the end. I'm just like, that's wild. Like my friend, she calls me Sylvie, but she'll spell my name like Sly.
Instead of S-Y.
And I just like never like correct her. I'm like, that's just so cute.
Yeah.
Like, it's so funny the way you spell my name.
Oh my God.
It's like, how do you get that? But I've had that happen at a drive-through too before. They'll put the Y first. I'm like, am I saying it weird?
Yeah, like Slyvia.
Yeah.
Slyvia.
Or I get like called Cynthia.
Cynthia. The mispronunciations of names are like
Okay, I'm just
Carmen,
like, yeah, at this point
Cameron.
I don't care anymore. I'm like, I know my name.
Yeah.
Okay.
One time it was Parson. Somebody called me Parson. And I got an email that was like, thanks so much, Parson. I'm like, what? Like, that doesn't even sound close to. So then Franz called me Parson for the rest of the week.
It's a new person now.
Yeah, no. Yeah, the only nickname I had is Cars. Cars.
What'd you think?
It's fine. It's just my family called me. Carsy Cars or Cars. Or my best friend was like second grade. I called her Kimbo, and she called me Car.
And she Kimberly
Yeah, she was Kimberly.
or Kim?
Kimberly.
No, Kimberly. Can you be a Kim without being a Kimberly?
Yeah. You could be a
so.
Jim without being a James.
I was about to say Jimothy.
Jimothy. You could be a
I
Tim
don't
without
get that,
Timothy.
dude. Like, I don't get that.
People just don't like it. You could be a John
But then
without
it's
a
like,
Jonathan.
no, but like, so how
I know
do
what
how do
you
you get?
Like, how is someone named William? How is his nickname Bill? Like, where did the B
Yeah,
go?
what the
like,
Like, why did Richard become Dick?
yeah,
Like, why
so
is that?
sad. Like, where did you guys get all this from?
Seriously.
Don't know.
I had no idea.
No idea. That's a good question.
It doesn't make any sense. Rich.
I'm like-
Richard.
Yeah, like that makes sense. But where did you get
Why
from?
is
Like,
that?
Your
Where did
nickname is Dick.
like no, yeah, that's
That's
like
what
where did
people
the
call him.
like where did the K come from? Like, where did you bring in that? That's a
Seriously.
random. That was a random letter to bring in.
Yeah,
That's
it doesn't
why.
make any sense. I know.
I don't see where. the
Oh, I
origin
didn't know
is.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah, names.
I didn't know that James was Jim.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I had no fucking idea.
Jim's James.
Like I thought it
James.
as
Yeah.
a joke in my head, but I'm
Jimmy.
like, oh no, wait, yeah.
Yeah. The Jim
What
and
the
James.
fuck?
Jim and Jimmy are names for James.
Jimmy
Jimmy.
is named for James. So if you're named James, you have 3 names basically.
Basically, yeah. Oh. Old Logan. Does 6 to 7 work by chance? Tonight? No.
Are we wrapping up?
Yeah, if we need to. Yeah, I mean, we're about 2 hours and 13 minutes.
Dang. We got a
Yeah,
lot of
so-
content.
Yeah.
Did we talk about anything good?
We talked about marketing.
Marketing twice.
Honestly, this is good. We can talk about simple. I mean, for the people who are cultured, this is a good one.
It was a good
Well,
one.
I was definitely getting cultured because I felt like I'm very uncultured.
Oh my gosh. No.
I'm glad we could educate.
Yes. Stay educated.
Yeah.
I'll inform Lady Gaga that you're educated now.
Yeah. Yeah. Make sure you hit her up.
Yeah.
We're all
Next time
well
that
aware
we've
now.
seen her.
Yes.
Like,
We're going to put a picture of her in her meat suit on our wall.
okay. I mean,
We should. We really should.
We should.
I feel like at this point.
I know, right? Like, what else do we got? We got some Clorox
We just
wipes
need
up
Lady
there.
Gaga.
Yeah. Yeah.
Love it. I love it.
It's a good symbol to have her there.
It's relatable to the podcast
I
at
think
this
so.
point. It's
It
pretty
is.
brand like. It's
It is
on
very
brand.
on brand.
I mean, that was
Very
our
on brand.
that was our first podcast,
Yeah,
right? We talked about
it.
Lady
and we
Gaga.
talked about how smart it was.
Yeah.
Like how great of a marketing.
You know
it
what?
was for
That
yourself.
was a good one. We need that clip on our Instagram.
I should. It was really funny. I got it.
Alright.
I'm gonna do it later.
Yeah, yeah,
So
yeah.
I'll be getting that clip on our Instagram very soon.
I am.
You
I'm
heard
on
it
top of
first.
Heard it here first at the Pwr Pod.
Producer.
So fun.
Yeah. This was a funny one.
This was a funny one.
Sounds good.
It is. Like having good conversation like this is like cathartic. It's like,
Yeah.
yeah.
I think soon we'll be in a different studio though.
I think so too. Yeah. Then I'm going to bring my friend Mia on the podcast. She's Norwegian. She has like this really cool accent. She doesn't think it's cool, but I'm like, I could sit here and listen to you all day, man. Like, you are so cool. So
Give me the phone book. I'm entertained.
Yeah.
And I love a good accent.
I love it. It's so good. But yeah, so
Cool.
she'll be on here in the next couple of weeks. Probably coming on board as well.
Do it.
Mm-hmm.
It's very exciting.
Yeah.
Big things. On that note, I guess, are we done?
We're done. We'll see everybody next week.
This is the Pwr Pod. I'm
Bye.
Carson.
I'm Sylvia. And that was Pwr Pod.
Yeah. Brought to you